Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Today we will be resuming Heaven's Feel. We are on episode 2, and we are on Heaven's Feel. I figured as much, but I actually have not seen this main menu until now. Apparently I just, exited the game last time, didn't go to the main menu or anything. So, this is the third main menu. I think there should be, one more maybe? After we beat Heaven's Feel, probably. Man. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, one thing I want to mention. I don't know when this will be relevant, but we are not playing with H scenes on. We're playing with mature content on, but H scenes are off. I've been told both ways that it might make a difference, it might not. And I just decided to go with having them off. So maybe I'll change my mind later. I don't know. At least for now, that's how we're doing it. But let's just go ahead and jump into the episode. We already had that discussion for the most part. All right. I left off here. I was getting kind of tired at the end of the last episode. I hope this wasn't a really bad place to pick up from, but I leave the church. Sakura must have been waiting under cover, as she appears as soon as I come through the door.
話は済みましたか、シロ。
Yeah, we got a lot of information.
ああ、親父がどんなマスターだったかも、アインツベルンとどんな関係だったかも聞いた。ついでに身の振り方も忠告されたよ。あいつ、見かけの割にはおしゃべりだ。なんだかんだって世話焼かれちまった。
Yeah, he talked about more than I would have expected.
あの神父があなたに協力的だったのですか？
Yeah, for the most part. I don't know what's wrong, but Saber is bewildered.
シロ、どうしました？やはり何か代償を求められたのですか？どうして私を呼ばなかったのです？危険が迫った時は呼んでほしいとあれほど言ったではないですか？
I don't think there was any danger. I must have had a strange expression because Saber draws near and peers at my face.
それで何をされたのですか、シロ？あなたの傷はまだ完治してはいない。少しの油断で昨夜の繰り返しになるのだとあなた自身も分かっているはずです。
I appreciate the concern, but it's nothing like that. Saber draws even closer.
傷を見せてください、シロ。昨夜の傷は私にも責任がある。その責を返さないままあなたを死なせるわけにはいかない。私はまだサーバントとして一度もあなたの助けになっていないのです。こんなことで契約を破棄することなど許容できない。
Saber reaches for my shirt as if to rip it off. She doesn't look scary at all, but rather... Oh crap. I'm trying to hold it in, but my laughter spills out. Oh god. He's laughing at her. Oh no, that's dangerous, bro.
シロ。
Her hand stops. She realizes what I've been trying to suppress and glares at me. Yikes.
シロ。他者の動揺を楽しむのは良くない趣味だ。
Well, we did anyways. Her protest is so entertaining that it brings a smile to my face.
シロ。
いや、悪い。セイバーがあんまりにも慌てるもんだからびっくりしちまった。その嬉しい誤算というか、俺も間抜けだったっていうか。
嬉しい誤算ですか？何か含むものを感じますが、当然納得のいく説明をしてくれるのでしょうね。
I must have hit a nerve because she gets even more emotional. Saber's like the class president type. She seriously gets mad when I do something stupid, and since she's serious, her real character appears.
何をニヤニヤと笑っているのです。私があなたの容体を見誤ったことがそんなに楽しいのですか？
A little bit.
すまん。正直に言うと嬉しい。今のセイバー、妙に元気だからな。
はい。私の体調に異常はありませんが、それが何か？
いや、そういうことじゃないんだ。なんというか、初めてセイバーの素顔を見たっていうか、セイバーがちゃんと女の子なんだって実感できてよかった。
Saber jumps back.
何を言うのです？サーバントに性別など関係ありません。私たちは敵を撃つだけの存在なのですから、そのようなことで喜ばれては困る。
She glowers at me. Probably because she's mad or astonished. Or both. But I somehow don't feel bad, and I'm still smiling. Even though she's a servant, she's as human as she appears. I don't know about the other servants, but the girl I made a contract with is not just a familiar that only knows combat. She said she has not helped me yet. She saved me from Lancer, and she tried to let me escape from Berserker. She saved my life twice, but she still thinks she hasn't helped me yet.
お人よしなんだか完璧主義なんだかな。
何ですかその目は。マスターといえど、同すぎる言動は無視できません。
Oh god.
シローがそれ以上おかしなことを言うのなら、私にも考えがありますが。
Might want to leave it there.
わかったからそんなに怒らないでくれ。単に俺と契約してくれたサーバントがセイバーでよかったってだけの話。
Yeah, I don't know who else I really would have wanted a contract with, honestly. Or specifically for Shiro. I don't think there's anybody that would have been better than Saber. For a multitude of reasons. Excuse me, man. I don't know what's up with the yawning. Partially because they're just alike. They're alike in a lot of ways. Partially because Saber's just a really powerful servant. You know? I'd want Saber on my side.
何を言うのです。私はあなたに呼ばれただけだ。私の意思であなたと契約したわけではありません。私を選んだのは他ならぬあなたではないですか。
Yeah, we had no clue what we were doing though.
ただの偶然だけどな。だからまあ今はそれが悔しい。初めからちゃんと自分の意思でセイバーの手を取りたかった。
I held out my right hand. This is something I wasn't able to do at the very beginning. I have to make the promise I should have made before.
シロー。
ずいぶん遅れちまったけどいいかな。俺はこういうやり方しか知らない。
Without a word, Saber walks over to me and shakes my hand. Her slender fingers. I feel her warmth through my hand.
これから一緒に戦ってくれるか。俺にはセイバーの助けが必要だ。
私の誓いは変わりません。あなたの剣となるためにこの身は召喚されたのです。それに助けが必要なのはお互い様です。
Yeah?
聖杯を手に入れるために私はあなたの力を借りる。あなたが信頼してくれるのなら私はその心に見合う力を振るいましょう。
Her hand is warm. The hesitation within me disappears without a trace. It has been half a day since the night it all began. I'm finally able to realize that she's my ally who will fight alongside me. Okay. Seems like he came to that realization pretty quick in this route, which is good. I like that. We will wait until nightfall to go out into the city. After some discussion, that is what we decided. As Kodamine said, I can't sense other masters. Saber's the only one who can sense our enemies, and even then, she's only able to sense nearby servants. So naturally, our plan is to walk around and find more information. It's like counting on luck, but it's risky but certain, according to Saber. And not a risky but certain, but it's risky but certain, according to Saber. Masters aren't going to be holed up in their hideouts all the time. If the Holy Grail War is a race, you have to do something to get ahead of the competition. That means the servants search for the enemy's hideout while the masters use magic to set up traps. We can use that to our advantage. Lots of magical energy will be needed if either one does something. Even though I can't sense other magi, I can detect the lingering traces of their power. If we patrol the city looking for that, I'm sure we'll find some signs of other masters. This is information I'll be getting by using myself as bait. I have no other method besides being bait, just like Kodamine said. We'll start the patrols tonight. Saber told me to stay at the house, but I refused, saying I would go with her. Okay, pretty active in this route then, it seems. After long, unproductive talk.
わかりました。では、必ず私と共に行動すると約束してください。夜中、一人では決して外に出ることはしないと誓いますか？
Works for me. Saber finally accepted my point of view. Well, I actually wasn't reading the line, but I'm trying to remember how active we were on Unlimited Blade Works. I mean, there was a lot of action, but how much of it was like us confronting people. God, what were the early fights? Berserker and then Caster, I think, was the next one. That's when we got pulled by Caster. Wait, well, okay, I kind of skipped over Ryder. At the school. I don't remember how active we were, but or like exactly how active. I know like they ended up pretty active, but it feels like if they're starting like patrols on day 2, like this might be the most active they've ever been in the war itself. Just interesting to think about. I'm also just trying to recall some of the finer details from early Unlimited Blade Works. It's been a while since I played it now at this point. Like some of the early stuff. Probably like 2+ months. It isn't ridiculously long, but I don't remember exactly how it goes. Anyways, let's move on. Well, our course of action is decided, but there are 2 more problems.
シロ、先ほども説明しましたが、私は余分な魔力は使えません。今夜出陣を控えているのならなおさらです。
Yeah, that's a problem we need to solve. We really need to solve the magical energy issue, huh? And I don't know how we're going to.
ああ、できる限り眠って魔力の消費を抑えるんだろ。俺からの魔力提供がないセイバーは自分だけで肉体を維持しなくちゃいけない。セイバーの1日の魔力回復量が8だとすると、肉体維持に必要な魔力は6。で、余剰の2が貯められる貯金になる。通常の戦闘で消費する魔力は、うまく温存すれば10ぐらいだっけ？
Yeah.
こちらが一度も傷を負わず、鎧を破損しない限りはそうです。ですが、同格な英霊相手ではそのようなことはありえません。
That seems like a bold assumption to make.
四郎風に言うのなら、ランサーとの戦いに50、バーサーカーとの戦いに至っては200ほど魔力を消費しました。
So the amount she builds up obviously isn't really that much, which we know. She was pierced by Lancer and her stomach was slashed by Berserker. It makes sense for her to have used a lot of magical energy to heal those wounds. It makes sense, but...
肉体の治癒にはそう魔力を使いません。むしろ破壊された鎧の修復の方が大きい。私の魔力はその大半を守りに固定していますから。
Huh. Fair enough. I guess that armor, it's pretty important, so... That's how it is, according to her.
鎧も体の一部なんだっけ？肉体の維持と鎧の維持は同意なわけだ。鎧を脱いでいるのは魔力の維持のためなんだよな。
はい。ですが、他のサーバントにその必要はないでしょう。私は霊体になれないので武装を解除するしかありませんが、ランサーやアーチャーは非戦闘時に霊体になることでマスターへの負担を減らしているはずです。
We can't do that with Saber, so...
なるほどなるほど。下ごしらえはこんなんでいいかな。
New route, same problems.
シロ、食事を用意してもらえるのは助かりますが、少々緊張感に欠けるとは思いませんか？
ね、いや、そんなことはないけど。
I don't, but it is true my sense of urgency disappeared. I was surprised when Saber told me about our condition after our strategy meeting. As I don't provide her with magical energy, she has her hands full with maintaining her body. I tried to change our course of action, saying that it should be impossible for her to fight in that condition, but...
なあ、セイバー、もう一度聞くけど、お前の今の魔力量っていくらだっけ？
四郎風に言うのなら1000ほどですが。
So it's something ridiculous like that. She said she spent about 200 against Berserker, but she still has that much magical energy remaining. She says it's not full. It's scary to think how much magical energy she would have had with a proper master. Yeah, no kidding. Her capacity is way beyond a human, and I stopped stupidly thinking how many times more of my magical energy it would take to fill her up. I finally understand why Tosaka called Saber the most superior servant.
そりゃ緊張感もなくなる。敵は6人しかいないってのに、そんだけの魔力があれば怖いものなしじゃないか。
I mean, too bad it's not like we're guaranteed to kill one each time we meet one.
それはただ戦うだけの場合です。 先ほども言いましたが、宝具の使用には莫大な魔力を必要とします。今の私では宝具の使用は厳しい。
Yeah, we're not seeing
そ
many.
のために
Oops.
少しでも魔力を温存しなくてはならないのです。
Unless this problem gets solved, we're not exactly seeing many Excaliburs in this route, huh? Saber's mad. I can't tell if she's mad at me for being a burden, or because I'm keeping her here when she has to sleep.
魔力の温存は分かったよ。けど、人間、食事も大切だろ。昼は余り物で済ませちまったから、夕飯はちゃんと食べてくれ。寝る？
いいでしょう。元より私もたやすく宝具を使う気はありません。この話はあなたがもう少しサーバントというものを実感してからにします。
Believe me, I got a pretty good understanding. But that's just me. Saber says this in a dissatisfied manner and takes a seat. Good. She might complain, but she always listens to me. So the problem of conserving magical energy is settled now. In the first place, it's not something we can do anything about, and the only way to help ourselves is to get a better understanding of our current situation. So...
しかしシロ、先ほど問題が2つあると言いましたが、あと1つは何なのですか？
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
ああ、もうすぐ来る。口裏はさっき合わせた通りにやってくれ。
What is it? I actually don't... I don't know. I'm sure I'll, like, feel dumb when we see it, but whatever. I cut some white radishes and put them into the saucepan. Saber tilts her head in confusion.
ただいまー。シロ、晩ご飯作ってるかな？
Is that the problem?
お邪魔します先輩。
Hey, I hear the usual voices from the entrance. I'm gonna assume this has not been dealt with in this route so far. Or, well, I'm gonna confidently state that it hasn't. Because I do not remember any scene where they would have addressed the fact that Saber's just chilling here now. Alright, what's up, guys? The silence is painful. It's only natural. Fujini and Sakura are confused, and they're looking at me for an explanation.
今日からうちに下宿することになったセイバーだ。よろしくしてやってくれ。
It's been 10 minutes since that was my explanation to them. I was gonna say, why did that sound like a flashback? Oh my god. What, 10 minutes of silence? This lack of protest feels awkward. I want to take a sip of tea, but I feel like the sound of it would echo through the room, so the hot tea sits there untouched. But sitting here won't solve anything. I have to move forward with courage.
とにかく、親父を訪ねてきたんだから、帰ってもらうわけにはいかないだろ。観光に来ただけだから、そう長くは滞在しないっていうし、離れを使ってもらうから問題ないと思うし。
Will she? I feel like has he talked about that with Saber yet? Or did he just say, yep, you're in the guest house. Suck it up. Yeah, Saber doesn't seem happy with that arrangement either. The silence continues. By the way, I can understand why Sakura and Fujini are quiet, but why is Saber looking so surprised?
まあ、キリツグさんの知り合いなら仕方ないか。外国に親戚がいるとか言ってたし、セーバーさんもしっかりしているようだし、私は反対できないかな。
藤村先生、それは。
ごめんね。さくらちゃんの気持ちはわかるけど、ここはキリツグさんの家だから。それにさ、外国からここを頼りにしてきた子をほっぽり出したら日本の恥でしょ。そうでなくとも最近は物騒なんだから、こんな可愛い子を追い出せないわよ。
Fujini being pretty reliable, huh?
それはそうですけど、先輩はそれでいいんですか？
I feel like it pretty obviously is, but...
ああ、元からそのつもりだ。セイバーにはしばらくうちにいてもらう。さくらはセイバーが下宿するのは反対か？
いえ、お知り合いの方が住むのはいいと思います。けど、そのセイバーって
A female.
まあ変わった名前だろ。名前通り不愛想だけどいいやつなのは保証する。あんまり日本に慣れてないんでおかしなところもあるけど、さくらが教えてくれると助かる。
Odds that that's actually her concern? What if she heard the name and was like, wait a second, hold up, something ain't right? It feels unlikely, but
はい先輩がそう言うならいいです
is she nervous because Saber's a foreigner? Sakura nods while looking away from her. That felt a little easier than I would have anticipated. We'll see though. We'll see if there's gonna be a blow up at dinner. So it's dinner time. Put extra effort into dinner to welcome Saber and to make up for lunch. I began by preparing a minced bonito salad, then fried chicken with a zesty spring onion sauce, a classic meat and potato stew, and to top it all off, a variety of tempura, including shrimp. Good lord, man, y'all eat some crazy dinners. I'm trying to get in on this action. I went all out on this meal, to the point that the variety of dishes is downright sinful, but it's not popular with the main guest and my pupil.
うわ何この天ぷら中がホクホクで美味しいとかいう話じゃないよどうしてくれるのよシロ私普通のエビさん見直しちゃった
Everyone else is awkward silence, and then Fuji's just pigging out, I guess. Well, it's all good since Fujini is enjoying it enough for the four of us. Dinner ends without trouble thanks to her. I don't know what happened, but Fujini gave some of her food to Saber. I guess Fujini likes Saber because she's quiet. Saber and Fujini left to prepare Saber's room. And Sakura and I clean up after dinner. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, because it's part of the usual chores.
食器は俺が洗うから、さくらはテーブル周りを頼む。と、天ぷら油はまだ捨てなくていい。蓋して奥にしまってくれ。重いけど大丈夫か?
Why does this sprite feel like it's staring into my soul? I don't know, man. It feels like she's staring through the screen directly at me.
はい大丈夫ですよ私こう見えても力持ちなんですから
She picks up the pot of oil. Good, so since she does archery, I didn't need to worry.
ま、弓だって力だけで引くわけじゃないけどな。
I washed the dishes, then...
あれ先輩タオルが減ってますよペーパータオルも空っぽだしいつもと食器の置き場所も違ってます
えどれどれあってほんとだなんだろう泥棒でも入ったのか
That's strange.
タオル専門の窃盗犯というのは難しいですね
Yeah, typically no.
だなそんな泥棒は泥棒じゃない
The plates have been moved around. The paper towels are gone. Some towels are missing. According to these
そう
clues...
か遠坂がいたんだ
Oh lord. You fool, you said that out loud, in front of Sakura. I remember now. Misako was the one who treated me after that incident with Berserker. Yeah, she already looks upset. I'm pretty sure that she used the paper towels during my treatment.
先輩遠坂って遠坂先輩のことですか
Perhaps.
ああちょっとした縁で家に上がってもらったんだそのつまんない路地で怪我しちまってさ偶然通りがかった遠坂が親切にも手当てしてくれたんだよさすが我が校の誇る優等生慈愛に満ちてるってもんだ
I don't mean the last half, of course. My school's proud honor student died last night. It's highly regrettable, but the image of Tosaka Rin as an honor student died inside of me.
どうして
ん
どうして遠坂先輩がここに来るんですかそんなのおかしいですだって全然関係ないここにいるのは私で先輩とあの人は全然関係ないのにどうして
Yeah, her attachment to Shiro is really something else, huh? Sakura hangs her head and tries to control herself. I'm at a loss for words at this sudden event. She hugs herself tightly as if enduring some uneasiness. That just feels so awkward. The lights disappear. It's 11 o'clock. We waited until the town fell asleep before we went outside.
ではシロ、とりあえずこの町の中心に向かうのですか。
So despite the magical energy problems, we're just going for it. Sakura's state didn't change after dinner's cleanup. If anything, it got worse. She lost all her energy and was absent-minded, as if she had a fever. And on top of that, she didn't want me to walk her home, so Fujini had to take her.
それともあちらの町に行ってみますか。他のマスターが潜んでいる可能性はあちらの方が高そうですが。
Come to think of it, Sakura was acting strange the day before yesterday as well. He's just ignoring Saber, huh? She looked downcast and seemed afraid of something.
シロ、もし聞いているのですか、シロ。
Nope.
シロ、今夜の方針を聞いているのです。
I raised my head in surprise. Saber's right in front of me, looking angry.
すまん、気が緩んでた。これからどうするかだな、セイバー。
分かっているのなら繰り返す必要はありませんね。どちらの町にも言えることですが、地脈の流れにわずかな支障が起きています。
Oh.
他のマスターが行動を起こしているのは間違いないでしょう。選択次第では今夜中に一人減らせる。
いきなりマスターと戦うかもしれないってことか。けど、もし相手があの子だったらどうするんだ。
Ilya?
バーサーカーには勝てないんじゃないのか。
Yeah.
マスター、今の私は万全です。魔力提供がないとはいえ、5体満足ならばオイソルと敗れることはありません。
I mean, that's true. I definitely wouldn't counter out against Berserker. She doesn't have the greatest track record in the past, but we saw against Berserker and Unlimited Blade Work, she did pretty good. She was handling her own when she was like in her own environment and when she controlled the fight. So if we got to a situation like that, I could definitely I'd say she could put in some work. And obviously she did pretty well in the Fate route too. Obviously we really had to rely on Archer to take away some of those extra lives, but I'd still rather not run into Berserker right now, even if she could probably handle it.
まあ、相手がイリアスピールの場合のみ撤退することになるでしょう。バーサーカーの宝具が何であるか、それを見極めるまでこちらも宝具は使えませんから。
The only one Saber is cautious of is Berserker. She does not talk about other possibilities, such as when we might encounter Tosaka. For Saber, Tosaka is merely an enemy she must defeat. But to me, masters are people we have to stop, not kill.
セイバー、確認するが、マスターとサーバントが降伏した時は戦いをやめる。俺の方針はレイジを使い切らせてマスターでなくすことだ。本当にそれでいいな。
分かっています。ですがシロ、敵がこちらの申し出を受け入れないのであれば、その時は。
Much as you hate it, sometimes it's just gotta be done.
ああ、その時は聖杯戦争のルールに従う。マスターとして戦う以上、その終わりは受け入れているはずだ。
We start descending the hill. We can patrol this town or Shinto. Tonight we will... That's actually kind of tough. Secure this town or secure Shinto. What seems better? Making sure nothing's on our doorstep? Or going somewhere far away and finding a master, potentially? Maybe making sure nothing's on our doorstep, right? I don't know. Trying to think based on where we know other masters are. We know there are seemingly a lot pretty close to us. Just in this neighborhood alone, there's at least 2 besides us. You know, we got Tosaka, we got Shinji, Um, Caster's fairly close with Assassin. I mean, it's a bit away, but depending on how far out they go, they could definitely end up at the Rito Temple. That's 4 other servants, you know. And Lancer's at the church, which was in Shinto, I believe. So, Ilias Field with Berserker is like way out there somewhere in the woods. That's the question, isn't it? Who would we want to encounter first? Would it be relevant? Because I feel like this choice is probably a relevant one. I just can't immediately think about what might make this a very relevant choice. I don't know. So we're just going to make a choice. We are going to secure our neighborhood, I guess. That's someone that jumps out to me. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe we die. I already saved, so.
今夜はこっちを見て回る。ここのところ様子がおかしいし、足元を救われる前に調べてみよう。
同感です。目に見えてわかるような異常はないでしょうが、丁寧に見回れば手がかりは得られるはずです。
Yeah, we'll look around the residential district over here first. We'll go down to the intersection after that and patrol the other side of town. If we can find anything wrong, we can go to Shinto to go look for some clues. If we can't, excuse me. We patrol the residential district and make our way to the intersection. There wasn't anything wrong with our side of town. We can now go to the hill and the western-style houses, maybe even go as far as the Rito Temple. Ooh, that's bold. Uh-oh. Whoa. A sudden chill runs up my spine. Saber must have felt it more clearly as she looks over towards Shinto. Uh-oh. Presence I felt starts to fade. But I'm sure I heard a scream and felt a very strong wave of magical energy. Uh-oh. It said it was from Shinto? Yikes. Too bad we weren't there. I knew it. This is what I hoped would happen. So why is my mind paralyzed? I was prepared to fight. After I almost died, my hesitation vanished. And now my body would not move, and my head would not give any orders. It's probably too sudden. I didn't expect to find it on the first day. That's why I can't move. I'm used to getting attacked, but I'm not used to doing the attacking. How stupid of me. I'm fine with getting killed, but I never thought I might have to do it myself.
悲鳴が止みました。感じ取れる気配も消えかけています。何が起きたかは分かりませんが、このままでは
Let's go.
襲われた者は助からないでしょう。
Let's go. Treat this like a battle royale. We're third-partying them. I guess this is kind of just a battle royale. That erases everything. The numbness throughout my body disappears. The fear that I might kill is overridden by the fear that I might let someone die. Who even could that have been? Assuming it's somebody we know. Like, my best bet is Tosaka, but I apologize for my cowardice and start to run full speed. We run to the origin of the scream, where we will fight someone to the death. I'm not prepared at all. My limbs are shaking. It's a normal reaction. This fear will always be there as long as I don't desire the Holy Grail and lack the will to fight. Could have also been Sakura, but that's right. If I have a reason to fight, I must believe in it. My enemies are arming their minds with their desire for the Holy Grail. I must defend this fear with the desire to stop all conflicts. I run into the park. The magical energy emitted is strong and ominous. It's like oil polluting a clean stream. Even I can feel energy this thick. Who else here? Saber stops. She has analyzed the situation before me. Who is it? My body trembles. My head loses its cool and fills with disgust and hatred. It's like seeing vampires in stories. A woman in black has her mouth on an unconscious woman's neck. What the? Oh, it's just a random person then. It's probably Caster just draining some souls, you know? The dripping blood is excessively fresh. That thing is eating a human being. I don't mean that it's eating the human flesh. A woman in black is sucking out what's inside the woman, things like her mind and her memory. The unconscious woman does not move at all. Her skin is like grave wax. She looks like she's been turned into a doll. My throat can't move. It's not that I'm surprised the vampiric woman is a servant. My eyes focus behind her, on the clear figure that is watching over the woman in black.
へえ
Oh, never mind.
誰かと思えばエミヤじゃないか。すごいな。お前の間の悪さもここまで来ると長所だね。
Ryder makes sense too, though. I assumed caster, because, well, I guess we know she can do it from range, though, so now that wouldn't have really made sense, actually. And, hey, what's good, Shinji? This is awkward.
シンジ、お前。
My mind is numb. I can't grasp the situation. Can't make the correct decision. Why is he here? What is that book in his hand? How can he laugh when there's a woman that's about to die? Why is such a ridiculous thing taking place before my eyes?
どうした
Kill this fool.
何固まってるんだエミヤ。サーバントの気配を嗅ぎつけてやってきたんだろ。ならもっとちゃんとしろよ。一応さ、バカなお前にも分かりやすいように演出してやったんだぜ。
So we kind of fell right into his trap, huh? He doesn't sound like the Shinji I know. The question is whether us falling into this trap is what we're supposed to do or not. We gonna die for this, or are we gonna, like, progress the plot by, like, attacking Shinji? I don't know. His voice is high-pitched. Just hearing it makes me uncomfortable.
殺したのか、お前。
I clench my fists. I don't even take notice of the servant standing right there before me. My mind is frozen. I should be fleeing in terror from this inhumanly powerful being, but I feel no fear. My mind is about to explode.
はあ殺したのかって。バカだねお前。サーバントの餌は人間だろ。なら結果は一つじゃないか。まあ僕もどうかと思うけど仕方ないだろ。こいつらは生しか口に合わないってんだ。サーバントを維持するには魔力を与え続けるしかない。
No, we
お前
weren't.
だって手頃な獲物を探してたんじゃないの？
We would never. I don't know what's funny, but Shinji laughs. The servant in black does not move. She's like a trained war dog. She will not move on her own. Like a puppet, she will not move without orders from her master. I feel like they just said the same thing twice in a row, but she will turn into a murderous devil once the order is given.
どけ。
I say this with the hound in front of me. There's no time to waste. A woman might survive if I hurry. Yeah, he's not just gonna let that happen.
はあ？どけって何さ？それもしかして僕に言ってるのかい？エミヤ。はっ、お断りだね。食い残しが欲しいんなら手を出せよ。
Box that man.
それはお前の使い魔だろ。
Box that man.
シンジ。
ほら、戦わせてみようぜエミヤ。僕はサーバント同士の戦いが見たくて人を呼んだんだ。お前だってマスターだろ。なのにブルブル震えてさ。そんなんじゃそこの女と変わらないじゃないか。
I need Shiro to go like absolute metal, like he did in the Fate route in particular. Did he? I think he did it in Unlimited Blade Works as well, but did he? I don't know. But specifically in the Fate route, when he went in and was like beat the crap out of Shinji and was about to snap his neck or something or choke him to death. I don't remember. He was about to murder that man. Right? I need that Shiro to roll up real quick.
引く気はないんだな。
しつこいな。どかしたかったら力ずくでやれよ。ま、震えてる分には構わないぜ。どのみちお前にはここで痛い目に遭ってもらうんだからね。
Just had a potentially really dumb thought. I'm gonna voice it. Maybe I'm dreadfully wrong and sound like an idiot. Maybe I'm right and I sound like a genius. But I was just kind of thinking about it. And given that we saw Shiro as a heroic spirit in Archer, there's precedent that the only heroic spirit that we don't know the identity of at this point, it could be somebody we know, right? And my first thought is obviously Sakura because of the hair. Now, this could very well be based on a real person, and I just don't have a clue, but it was just something that jumped out to me. For some reason, that sprite immediately made me think of that possibility. I don't even know if it actually looks like any of her sprites, really. It looks more like some of Fujini's sprites, like the way she's kind of resting her arms, I guess. But for some reason, that just popped into my head. I'm not even saying it is Sakura, but I'm just saying it's interesting that the only servant that we don't know the identity of is the purple-haired servant related to the Mato family. And we don't know her identity until what I presume is the Sakura route. I don't know. It's something interesting to keep in mind. But I wouldn't necessarily say that... I mean, it's definitely not like a given. There's not even really much evidence for it, actually. The only thing I can actually think of is... as actual evidence is what us, like, talking to her like normal during the Fate route at the house itself. And she gave us advice and let us go on our way. But... I don't know. A lot of her mannerisms don't seem like what we know of Sakura. It could be, but I don't know. It's just something to keep in mind because I don't have a clue who this is, like who the servant's identity could be, like who the heroic spirit is. Would they pull basically the same twist twice? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll figure it out eventually, I'd assume, but and I'm not, like I said, I'm not even necessarily saying like I'm placing all my bets on it being Sakura, but it's just something that kind of jumped out to me as like oh wow, that's actually possible. So let's just move on. I don't want to sound too dumb by harping on that too much. I mean, although I'd rather get it out there and be wrong than not get it out there and then be right, because if it was like actually Sakura, I don't want to be like, guys, I totally knew that, and I just said nothing, you know? Alright, I was going to move on to what I'd assume is about to be our first real fight of this route, or like new fight of this route. Shinji's eyes light up with hatred. That must have been the order, as the servant in black jumps forward and...
出ます。白は後ろに。
We're kind of in an open area, so that's kind of advantage rider, right? Saber moves to meet the attack of the servant in black. Actually, would it make any sense for this to be Sakura? Is there any reason to suspect Sakura would have a Pegasus? Not really, actually. I'd suspect this is just like, probably some like Norse Valkyrie that I just don't know the name of or something. That probably makes a lot more sense than Sakura. Like I said, it's just something that popped into my head. Again, let's not harp on this too much. Saber moves to meet the attack of the servant in black. The two shadows collide. Having armed herself immediately, Saber uses her invisible sword against her opponent. The sound of clashing steel rings out. Saber readies herself firmly on the ground, in contrast to the servant in black who runs through the park. Saber cannot keep up with the speed and goes into defense. Her long hair fluttering behind her, the enemy closes in as if to corner a slow prey.
なんだ、ただのデクノボーじゃないか。マスターが三流ならサーバントも三流だったな。
Just go beat the brakes off, Shinji. Standing away from the fight like me, Shinji laughs. I don't know how he became a master, but it seems he's not a very talented magus. Shinji does not provide a servant with any support. He must have become a master by chance, like me. Saber blocks another attack and stops. She looks troubled. She glares in irritation at her lightning-fast enemy.
いいよ。構わないから決めちゃえライダー。じいさんの言いつけは守ったんだ。エミヤのサーバントを始末するぐらい不可抗力さ。
The black shadow speeds up. The servant in black follows her master's orders, speeds up to cut Saber's neck, and is sliced in half. Oh, dang! The match is decided in an instant. Saber's sword cuts Ryder's body, and the servant in black is blown away. It was like hitting a sandbag with a bat. Saber's the batter, and the blown sandbag is Ryder, of course. Dang, did we just nay Ryder that fast? Okay, I did not expect that. Okay, never mind. The mood changes. Shinji blankly stares at Ryder, who is wounded.
嘘だろ
Third-class servant, huh? And I blankly stare at Saber, who puts away her sword disinterestedly.
なんだよ何やってんだよお前
He scorns his servant. Shinji yells without running over to his servant, who has her belly sliced open.
誰がやられていいなんて言ったんだ信じられないこんなの命令違反だこの僕がマスターになってやったのにエミヤのサーバントなんかにやられやがって
One thing I want to point out real quick is this line right here. We followed grandfather's orders. It doesn't matter even if we kill Emiya's servant. So, it makes sense that Shinji's taking orders from his grandfather here, but it's just something to keep in mind. Ryder strenuously raises her body in a pool of her own blood. But she cannot get up. Her wound is fatal. Even though she is a servant, she will die if she's not treated soon.
このさっさと立って戦え死人どうせ生きてないんだ傷なんてどうでもいいんだろ何グズグズしてるんだよこのクズ恥かかせやがってこれじゃ僕の方が弱いみたいじゃないか
There's no way we whooped Shinji that fast, right? Shinji curses Ryder, but Saber's unable to bear it.
ライダーを責める前に自身を責めるがいい。いかに優れた英霊であろうと、主に恵まれなければ進化を発揮できないのだからな。
Dang, we're kind of catching strays right now, I'm not gonna lie.
バカ早く立てって言ってるだろマスターを守るのがお前たちの役割なんだ勝てないんなら体を張って食い止めろよな
言っておくが、それも無駄だ。レイジを使ったところで貴様にライダーは直せない。死にかけのライダーをレイジで酷使したところでここまでだ。ライダーのマスター、我が主の言葉に従い、聞きたくはないが降伏の意志を尋ねる。レイジを破棄し敗北を認めるか。
うるさい化け物が偉そうに命令するな立てライダーお前の主人は僕だろ犬のくせに主人の言いつけが聞けないってのか
Alright, so we're about to dice this dude, right? Sparks are flying around. It must be because she cannot follow Shinji's orders as pallid electric charges are tormenting her. What a vicious cycle. Ryder cannot fight anymore. But Shinji is condemning her for not being able to get up, despite the fact that her injuries are getting worse and her life is draining away. Saber reaches out for Shinji.
立て動けライダーどうせ死ぬんならこいつを道連れにして消えやがれ
Ryder reacts to Shinji's orders. Ryder's body moves to follow the order that has her death as its premise. But then...
そこまでだ。どうやらお前では宝の持ち腐れだったようじゃな、シンジ。
Dang. That's tough. The voice of an old man interrupts. The sound of crackling flames.
本が燃える
Man, what was that book? Shinji's book is burning.
なんでくそ消えろってばなんで燃えてんだよこいつ
Yeah, your grandfather just said you're trash. He frantically beats at the fire, but it does no good. The book turns to ashes, and at the same time, Ryder disappears.
やれやれ、見込みはないと思っていたが、よもやこれほどとはな。孫可愛さで目をかけてやったが、これでは見切らざるを得ぬわ。
Dang. Where was he hiding? An old man, Mato Zoken, appears out of the darkness of the night. He wasn't hiding anywhere. This dude's like projecting himself.
おじい様今のはまさか。
わし以外に誰がおるのだバカ者。せっかくのサーバントを殺しかけおって
Almost.
それでも我が血脈の後継者か。
What do you mean almost? Is she not dead?
なんで邪魔したんだよ。勝てばいいんだろ。勝てば。僕はマトウの後継ぎなんだ。こんな奴らに負けるなんて許されないって分かってたのに。
Shinji runs to the old man as if to cling on to him. As he has lost Ryder, his grandfather must be the only person he can rely on. But
知れ者め、お前のような出来損ないに勝利など求めておらぬが、その身に求めたものはな、無力でありながらも挑む我らの誇りじゃ。
dang.
にもかかわらずこの体たらく、マキリの名に泥を塗り寄って、全く親子ともども一門の面汚しような。
She's really putting it on him.
僕が親父と同じだと。
That's tough.
たわけ、それ以下じゃ。
Ooh.
無能であったお主の父は、さらに救いのない不良品を生みよった。
He's not holding anything back.
それでも構わぬと一縷の望みを抱いておったが、それもここまで。血筋ばかりか、精神まで腐らせおって。マトウの血はお前で終わりだ。
The old man turns away from Shinji in disgust and walks towards us. Saber retreats. She must have felt something ominous in the old man.
なるほど。これではライダーが敗れるのも道理。さぞ名のある英霊とお見受けした。これほどのサーバント、過去の戦いにおいても一人現れたかどうか。
Except for literally the last one, you know?
さて、となるとわしは死ななくてはなるまい。あのようなものでも血縁でな。この身に変えても命だけは救わねばならぬ。はっは。まっこと肉親の情とは命取りよ。
Yeah. I'm surprised. It seems the old man stepped forward to give Shinji a chance to escape. Mata Zoken must be confronting Saber so that he can protect Shinji, the one seized with fear behind him.
そら早々に立ち去れい。契約の書も燃え、マスターでなくなったのだ。ここを生き延びれば、こやつらもお主を襲うまい。父親同様、無意味な余生を送るがよい。
At least he's given him the chance to live the rest of his life after that verbal assault. Shinji glares at the old man as he retreats. Saber does not go after him. She must not see the point of going after Shinji, who is not a master anymore. Man, I hope he doesn't get Gilgamesh again. Shinji crawls away, and when he gets to the edge of the park, he turns around once and runs off like crazy. Shinji's not dead. My stomach turns sour. I smell rotten meat from somewhere.
はっ、みすみす見逃したが。なるほど、なるほど。あのような小物、手にかけたところで、剣が汚れるだけの話であったな。
They got some intel about us just by the fact that we didn't kill Shinji. Saber stands like a statue, her eyes locked with his. Seems like she's protecting me from his gaze. She thinks something's up with him. Maybe he's some like crazy powerful magus. I don't think he's actually here, frankly. I think he's still in that basement rotting away like they said.
セイバー、下がってくれ。そのじいさんとは顔見知りだ。少し話がしたい。
いけません。この男は人間ではない。話すことなどなく、聞くこともないはずです。
Yeah. Seems my basic assumption is probably
分かっ
right.
てる。それでも、聞いておかなくちゃいけないことがあるんだ。頼む。すぐに済ませる。戦うかどうかは、その後でセイバーが決めていい。
Saber pulls herself back a bit. She does not back up, but she's giving me the chance to talk to the old man.
すまん。それでどう説明してくれるんだあんたは。
さて、ただ説明しろとはぶしつけな男よ。
Bro, are you really calling me rude right now, bro?
質問は構わぬが、 何を問うておるのかわからんのでは答えようがないぞ。
シンジのことだ。なんだってあいつがマスターになってたんだ。さっきの様子じゃあんたが担ぎ上げたように見えたが、どういうことだ？
は、何を尋ねるかと思えばそのようなこと。答えるまでもない。今お主が口にした通り、シンジをマスターに選んだのはわしだ。戦えぬわしは孫にヒノキ部隊を譲ったというわけだ。
Yeah, I feel like you're omitting information here.
マスターを譲った？それはつまり。
うん。お主と同じだ。エミヤの後継ぎよ。聖杯が現れると知り、わしではなく孫にサーバントと契約させたのだ。お主とて窓を極める血の末席。己では叶わぬ夢を弟子に託す心情は理解できよう。
Yeah? I really feel like it's not that simple, though. And what? Magi become masters. Does that mean Shinji knows magic, and his family is a family of magi?
魔術師。マトウの家も魔術師の家系だっていうのか？
That would be accurate.
知らなんだか。この土地には当社かとマトウ両家が根を張っておる。とはいえ、当に我が血族は廃れておる。この土地の権利は名実ともに当社かのもの。マトウはかつての権利にすがって細々と生きているに過ぎんがの。
遠坂？じゃあ遠坂もあんたのことは知ってるのか？
Yep.
マトウの家が魔術師の家系だって。
当然であろう。我らと遠坂はかつての同胞じゃ。儀式が争いに変貌してからはたもとを分かったが、共に対岸を抱いた同士、聖杯戦争に絡まぬところでは交友は続いておった。おお、確かキャツから小娘に代替わりしたのであったな。ここ10年ばかり留守にしておったゆえ、キャツの弟子がどれほどの器かは見知らぬが。
Quite talented. He laughs. I don't know what kind of feelings he has for the Tosaka family, but Matazoken laughs happily.
遠坂とかつての同胞だと言ったな。じゃあマトウの家は一番初めの聖杯戦争からここにいるのか？
Yep.
うん。もともとはマキリという。マトウと名を偽りこの国に根を下ろしたのだが、どうもそれが間違いだったようじゃ。この国の土は我らには合わん。この200年で血は薄れ、今ではあのような出来損ないが後継者という始末じゃよ。
Yeah? Shinji's not exactly the greatest successor ever.
マト
They're actually called Makiri. If Shinji's from a family of magi, then Sakura is...
いや何、ただの言葉遊びじゃよ。正体を隠すためだが、名というものは軽視できんのでな。
Really?
偽りの名といえど、神明に通じていなくてはならん。
I don't care about that. There's only one question that matters now.
ウ。じゃあさくらは？さくらもシンジと同じようにマスターなのか？
これはいいなこと。さくらがマスターだと。そのようなことはありえまいに。どうやらお主の父親はまともな教育をしなかったようじゃな。
Yeah, there's a lot that he just does not know.
ありえない。さくらに魔術師としての素養がないってことか？
それ以前の問題じゃ。その魔術師の家系は一子相伝が基本。よほどの対価でなければ後継者以外に魔術を伝えることなどはありえぬよ。兄弟など最たるものだ。後継ぎは2人もいらん。マトウの名が廃れていなければ養子にでも出したのだが、魔術回路がないのではもらい手などおるまい。
Well, that's cruel.
じゃあさくらは？
シンジがマスターである以上、答えは明白であろう。後継者に選ばれなかった片割れは 己の家が魔道であることも知らぬが。まあ兄が使い物にならなければ妹をとも思っておったが、すでに勝敗は決した。今さら何も知らぬ孫を聖杯戦争に駆り出すこともなかろうよ。
I sigh with relief. That's good. I'm surprised the Mato family is a family of magi, and it's problematic that Shinji was a master. But I'm relieved to know that Sakura doesn't need to concern herself with such a murderous war.
勝敗は決したと言ったな。それじゃもうシンジは戦わないんだな。あんたも現役じゃなくて、さくらだって聖杯戦争に関係はないんだな。
だがシンジがどう出るかはわしにも保証はできんぞ。
This, Unlimited Blade Works says anything, we know he probably will try. It wouldn't be a surprise at all.
あれは魔術師というものに執念を抱いておる。身内の恥じゃが、魔党の血はこの国に根付いてから薄れていった。その最後の後継者があれじゃ。もはや魔党の子供には魔術回路などない。まったく、だというのにどこで秘伝を紐解いたのか。あれは選ばれた人間などという重りを持ちながら、同時に生まれつき劣っているという凶悪観念を持って育ちよった。放任がたたったのだろうが、少年というものはなかなかに強制できん。このような明確な敗北を受けても諦められんのでは、手の施しようがない。
Yeah, that's fair in a way, I guess. Yeah, he's definitely not the type to give up, but the old man starts shrinking. No, it's just an illusion. He's backing up silently.
ともあれ、シンジは敗れた。こたびの戦いは早々に我らの敗退となったが、それでもこの老体を切るかね、セイバーのサーバントよ。
その言葉が真実ならば、無益な戦いはしない。
I feel like he's not speaking the full truth.
だが、もし偽りなら次はない。それは貴殿の跡取りも同じこと。懲りずに我が主を狙うのならば、その時こそ容赦なく切り捨てよ
う。しかと。
The old man disappears. What is this? Motozoken melts into the night, just like when he appeared. All that's left is this rotten smell. I force down the feelings of nausea and pick up the unconscious woman.
教会に行くぞ、セイバー。まだ間に合う。あいつならなんとかできるはずだ。
That's assuming he wants to, but...
承知しています。女性は私が。
おって、そうか。すまん。頼む、セイバー。
I let Saber carry the woman. There's no time to waste. Even though Saber's smaller than me, she's more powerful. I should let her handle this instead of trying to show off. Yes, you should.
先行します。離れずについてきてください。
And if somebody jumps them, they just gotta like drop whoever that is. Saber starts running. I run full speed after her so I won't get left behind. Status and weapon screens updated. Alright. I'm guessing we got some information about Ryder. Would be my guess. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess we just didn't know anything about her before now, so... We still don't know her true name, and maybe at this rate we won't. Or, like, did we know her true name and I just forgot? I swear we did not know her true name. Did we not go through all this already? I swear we did. I just want to click through everything so that, like, next time we can be 100% sure what is and what is not new. We haven't met Assassin yet. Alright. Go ahead and bookmark. And keep going. The church is lit, even though it's midnight. I took the woman from Saber and entered the church alone. When I yelled for Kotomine, he came out and quickly retreated to the back with the unconscious woman. He said that his room was the only place he would be able to treat her. I just worry he's gonna do what he did to all those orphans, bro. I sit down. I've done all I could. Now it's up to Kotomine. I'll believe in him and wait. I keep waiting. I'm worried about Saber, who's waiting outside, but I can't leave. And I want to think by myself for a while. The Mato family was a family of magi. Shinji became a master and obtained a servant. Mata Zoken had his successor participate in the Holy Grail War, even though he lost his powers as a magus. The Ainsburn family aren't the only ones obsessed with the Holy Grail. Makiri and Tosaka. No, in the first place, the only ones who become masters are those who cling to the Holy Grail. Saber is no exception. The Ainsburn family has sought the Holy Grail for 1,000 years. Their persistence is not something I can do anything about. They can only be saved by the Holy Grail. My father went against them and destroyed it. Would I be able to pursue my wish to such lengths? Like the Ainsburn and Makiri families, do I have the right to compete against those who have sought the Holy Grail for centuries?
まさかな。負傷者を連れてこいとは言ったが、その日のうちに連れてくるとは思わなかったぞ。
Yeah, that didn't take long.
琴峰。
I raise my head. He doesn't look gloomy. And that must mean that the treatment was successful.
琴峰。あの女の人はどうなった？
持ち直しはした。あとは本人次第だ。ここに連れてくるのが半時ほど遅ければ、今頃は本職に戻らねばならなかったが。
Well, that's good. I don't know if I believe it, like if we don't actually see her, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, oh, nice, a soda drain, thank you. I hope not, but...
そうか。すまない。世話をかけちまった。あんたが起きていてくれて助かった。
どうした？私に礼を言うとは熱でもあるのか？悩み事なら相談に乗るぞ。
We've already seen Kotomine a lot more in this route.
どうだか。悩み事なんて山ほどある。それを増やしたのは他ならぬあんただろ。
And you were the cause of most of them.
あんたの長話なんか聞くもんか。
なんだ。昼の話は迷惑だったか？後押ししてやったつもりなのだが、迷いを増やしただけとは。私も反省せねばならんな。
Gave me a lot of interesting information, especially regarding Kiritsugu, so... The priest shuts his mouth, looking regretful. It's not that I'm letting him get to me, but...
知ってるやつがマスターだったんだ。
Not being able to bear it by myself, I just have to say it. The priest says nothing. He just nods.
当然倒したのだろうな、エミヤシロ。
Oh, he's not dead. I nod in response to his short question.
ならば悔いるな。人間には過去を変えることはできん。
I feel like we have different definitions of defeat, I gotta be honest, but...
我々にできることは、常に自身の行いを是とすることだけだ。それでも罪を背負いたいのならば、これからの自身の行いに問うがいい。すでに起きた惨事をどう捉えるかは、お前次第だ。
His words are plausible. The problem isn't that Shinji was a master, that the Mato family is a family of magi, or that the Ainsburn family tenaciously pursues the Holy Grail. The important thing is what I'm going to do from now on.
帰る。あの人のことよろしく頼む。
I get up to leave the church. Saber's waiting for me outside. There's no more reason for me to stay here if the woman is alright.
待て、エミヤシロ。一つ助言をしてやろう。
Alright, what have you got for us?
なんだよ。長話は聞かないって言っただろ。
なに、すぐに済む。こんな夜更けに治療をしてやったのだ。治療代として話に付き合え。
Man, I guess. I can't object if he puts it like that. I reluctantly turn around to see that the priest is right behind me.
昼に言い忘れたことだ。
He's for real up in our grill, dude.
アインツベルンの望み。1000年の願いを叶えるために彼らは生き続けてきた。 なるほど。口にしてみれば大事だ。毛をされるのも当然だろう。
This is why I don't like this guy. He accurately points out my doubts even when I haven't said anything.
うるさいな。また蒸し返そうってのか、お前。
そうではない。私はな、そう意識するほどのことでもないと言っているのだ。そう。特別視する必要などない。この戦いはよくある出来事に過ぎないのだよ。日々の営み、人々の幸福が結晶化したものが聖杯戦争だ。参加すること、殺し合うことに罪悪などない。あらゆる人間は自分だけの望みを持ち、それを果たすために奪い合う。人間の一生とはそれだけのものだ。大小はあれ、その思考性だけは共通する事項だろう。
Yeah, that sounds like the Kodamine I know, based on the Fate route.
望みを叶えようとしない人間はいない。無論成否は別だ。人間は己が望みを叶えるために生き、その全てが目的に届かず終わるのだから。
Yeah.
物事には順序がある。願いを叶えるためには相応の努力と蓄積が必要だ。そうして積み重ねる徒労を我々は人生と呼ぶ。
Got some nice philosophy lessons with Kodamine.
聖杯とは単にその徒労をなくすだけのもの。人間の生き方をよりシンプルにしたものが聖杯戦争という殺し合いだ。
I feel like it's more that it requires a different kind of effort, but
つまり何も特別なことなどない。7人のマスターは己が人生をもって果たすべき長い過程を聖杯という近道で短縮しようとしているだけのこと。それ以外は何も変わらん。他者の願いを自己の願いで塗りつぶしていくのが人の営みだ。聖杯戦争もお前の人生も変わらない。お前はお前の望むまま気負うことなく勝ち抜くがいい。
I mean, I suppose he's got a point, but I don't know how Shira's gonna take that. He says cheerfully, there's no difference between a vulgar wish and a noble one. The quality of the wish is irrelevant. I just need to trample over the wishes of others. I don't know if it's sarcasm or not, but he is seriously saying even an incomplete master like me is worthy to fight.
らしくないな。あんたが人の心配をするなんて、どんな風の吹き回しだ。
何、しなくとも良い話をしたからな。悩みを解きに来た者にさらなる迷いを与えては神父失格だ。
That's fair. Man, I bet Tosaka would say he makes a lousy priest to start with.
余計な
Yeah, she
お世
would.
話だ。じゃあな、衛星神父。
なあ、これに懲りなければまた来るがいい。
We've already seen a lot more of him in this route than I anticipated. I snort and walk to the exit. I leave the church for sure this time. Is he going to continue being relevant like this? I don't know. Saber's waiting outside. I think it was like this earlier too. Saber waits for me in the cold winter night without complaining. A master and a servant might have this kind of a relationship, but Saber is by my side because she's concerned for my safety. I believe I have to answer her with the best honesty I have.
あの人助かったよ。セイバーのおかげだ。
礼には及びません。あの女性を助けようとしたのはシローです。私はあなたの方針に従っただけですから。
But you were very happy to abide by that decision. Her expression is very gentle.
いや、そんなことないぞ。あの人を助けたのはセイバーだ。俺だけじゃきっと間に合わなかったし、それに
I think Saber let Mato Zoken go to save that woman. We would have ended up fighting if we stopped that old man there. She definitely would have died. Saber took that into consideration and let him go.
何ですかシロ。その理由もなく頬が緩んでいるように見えますが。
いや理由はあるよ。セイバーが思っていた通りのやつでよかった。ありがとうな、セイバー。俺の無茶な方針に従ってくれて嬉しかった。
何を言うのです。私は別にシロの指示が無茶だとは思ってなど。
そうか、散々甘いだの手ぬるいだの戦いを何だと思っているのですかなんて言ってたじゃないか。
That voice acting, oh my god. Man, he was letting her have it.
セイバー、努力はするけど状況次第で方針は変えるって顔してたぞ。
そんな顔はしていません。マスターの身に危険が迫った時は私の判断を優先すると言っただけではないですか。
Look at that sprite.
それをそうかなどとよく得たものですね、シロは。
She looks so hurt. Saber frowns. I smile, since her expression is totally different now.
シロ、どうやらあなたには一度礼節とはどういうものか教え込まなければならないようですね。
I guess so.
あ、機会があったら頼む。けどセイバー、今はそれよりこの戦いを終わらせよう。
シロ、
俺はセイバーみたいに聖杯が必要ってわけじゃなかった。戦いを終わらせて最後まで残れたら聖杯はセイバーにもらってほしいなんて思ってた。そんな半端な自分でセイバーは本当にいいのかって迷いがあった。
そうですか。では今はどうなのです。あなたは今夜自分の意志での戦いを経験した。
It's a good question.
あなたの考えは変わりましたか？
You did just say before he just wanted to stop the fighting and then give her the Holy Grail. Maybe starting that battle and then talking to Kodamine changed his mind.
いや、これが全然。
Oh, never mind. Okay.
まだ聖杯戦争には納得できてない。けど、必ず最後まで戦う。
He's just made his resolve more firm.
俺には他の連中みたいに聖杯で叶える願いはない。けどさ、誰かを守ること、正義の味方になることが俺の目標だったんだ。それが他の連中に劣っているとは思えない。なら、相手が500年だろうが1000年だろうが、向こうに回して戦わなくちゃいけないと思うんだ。
You resolved that problem pretty fast, huh?
なるほど。確かにそれは筋が通っている。では私も今一度誓いましょう。あなたが私の主としてふさわしい限り、この身はあなたの剣となる。四郎が四郎である限り、その期待を決して裏切ることはありません。
うん。精一杯努力する、セイバー。
The direct smile is embarrassing, so I look up. The winter's chill makes the starry sky more beautiful. No shot. No shot my AC turns on right as I say the winter's chill. What the
決し
heck?
て裏切ることはない。
That feels like foreshadowing. I look up at the night sky, a world apart from tonight's events. I feel like that's the type of line where eventually she does betray us and then he thinks back to this moment. The girl that waited for me in this cold weather said that. Then I'll believe in myself, so that I can always be worthy of her trust, so that I will be able to look back on my actions without regret. Light flows in. The warmth I feel through my eyelids informs me that it is morning. I turn over and look away from the light. I still feel sleepy. Judging by the feel of the air, it's around 5:30. I went to bed late last night. I came home from the church, forced Saber to sleep in the other building, and finally went to sleep myself around 3 a.m. I don't know if I can cope with getting only 2 hours of sleep. It was a frenetic? It was a frenetic, exhausting day yesterday. Nobody can blame me if I sleep for another 30 minutes. Blue.
あれ
I think I saw something. It's by my futon. Seems something big is by my futon. Come to think of it, I feel someone's presence. I feel restless, as if someone is watching me. So this means...
セイバ
Hello.
はい。何でしょうか、シロ。
Why are you there?
ーなんで俺の部屋にいるんだお前ちゃんと離れの部屋に案内しただろう昨日
I leap up from the futon to my feet. No, I stop myself at the last second. Can't show her my lower half because, it's morning. Unlucky.
それなのですが、やはり問題があります。部屋には案内されましたが、あそこはシロの部屋から離れすぎています。あなたを身を守るには、常にそばに控えているのが適切です。
ちょっと待ったとりあえず離れろいいから離れろ頼むから離れろセイバーが離れないんなら俺が離れる
Bro does not know what to make of the situation. Still rolled up in my futon, I scramble away from Saber. Saber looks at me with wonder. Man, what does she think of a healthy guy of my age? I get nervous from just having her close to me, so it's really shocking if she's sitting by my side when I wake up. It was a surprise attack too. If my composure were an army, I would have just annihilated it.
シロ、話の続きですが。
続きって部屋のことか
はい。万全を期すため、私たちは同室で休むべきです。
Oh lord.
この屋敷の結界は優秀ですが、あくまで警告を発するだけのもの。攻め込まれた場合、あなたを守る盾にはなりません。
That is accurate. Saber has a point, but I wish you would consider the state of my nerves. I'll go crazy before any enemy attacks us if I sleep in the same room with Saber. It's not like I'll be with Saber all the time, so we should distance ourselves. I totally forgot about it. I have school today.
シロ、どうしました？突然顔を青くして。あなたがそのような顔をするときは、決まって良くない提案をすると把握していますが。
She's sharp. Her previous aura of loyalty is gone, and she keeps me at bay with a distrustful look.
いや言い忘れていたことがあるんだが
I kneel and face her. Well, how can I phrase things so that she'll approve of me going to school? I feel her staring at me. It hurts. Saber sitting Japanese style while I cut the tofu. Staring at me with that expression of hers. I love that sprite. I will go to school like usual. I never reached a compromise after I said that. Saber objected, of course. She says it is dangerous for me to be alone. But I have my personal life, too. Now, based on Unlimited Blade Works, we know this is a horrendously dumb decision. Because I'm going to assume we're not going to have another alliance with Tosaka in this route, based on what we've seen. And if she realizes we're here without Saber, I mean, she will jump on that opportunity to attack us, like, without a doubt. And obviously we know that, oh god, what's the teacher's name? I can't remember. The teacher who is Caster's master. He's also here. So, very dangerous to be a master at school right now. Fujini will get suspicious if I skip school. I won't know what's going on outside if I stay indoors. And to go somewhere with Saber means warning other masters. I think the results will be good enough if I go out on my own, and most of all...
マスター同士の戦いは人目を避けるんだろうなら日中は安全だよほど人気のないところに出向かない限り仕掛けられることはない
But Saber insisted that it's not going to be enough. Her excessive concern pissed me off, so I stubbornly insisted that I'm going to school, and this is the result. Oh lord. Her glare feels like it's burning into me. The moral of the story is, she'll bear a big grudge if you make her mad, and she gets out of hand because she is emotional. So I should be careful not to act stubbornly again.
たく融通きかない頑固者
Yeah, okay, you're getting the brakes beat off you for that one.
何か言いましたか、シロ？
Nope, I sure didn't.
いや、独り言。この豆腐硬くて。
You inflexible blockhead. She's not buying that, bro. And she has sharp ears. She's not the type you want to get into a cold war with.
あれ、もうそんな時間か。
After the doorbell, I hear the front door opening. I also hear the familiar tone of Sakura's voice.
そっか。セイバーと長話してたもんだから、いつもより30分ロスしたわけだ。
Well, that's tough. The breakfast is almost ready. I thought about having bread to please Saber, but it seemed too much like bribery, so I changed my mind. Just nope, no bread for you. Japanese people eat rice. I'll counter her violent glare with pressure of when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Oh my god.
おはようございます先輩。今朝はもうやっつけちゃったんですか？
ああ、だいたい片付けた。おはよう、さくら。藤姉もそろそろだろうから、盛り付け手伝ってくれ。はい、
それじゃあお手伝いしちゃいますね。
Sakura sets her bag down in the living room and greets Saber.
おはようございますセイバーさん。昨日はよく眠れましたか？
Something like that.
はい、慣れない部屋でしたが、この屋敷には慣れていましたので問題はありません。
Oh, they're talking. They didn't talk much yesterday, but I guess Sakura's gotten over it after one night. Guess
お
so.
待たせしました。先輩、どこから仕上げるんですか？
うん。大皿1枚と人数分の皿4枚。サラダは出来上がってるんで、適当に盛り付けてくれ。
はい。はあ、今朝のサラダはジャーマンポテトですか。
The heck is German potato salad?
朝から洋食風なんて凝ってますね先輩。
Sakura is surprised, but she scoops out the salad onto the big plate. Salad is the only Western food I made. You have to understand, I'm not giving in to Saber. I'm just proactively trying to clear the air between us. Some bread was too much, but you can make an entire potato salad, though. What are you so happy about?
なんかいい匂い。先輩、ちょっと味見いいですか？
Man, she was happy about that food.
いいけど熱いぞ。あと甘いかもしれない。
That's a positive. Why is she so shocked? Sakura picks up a piece of potato with the cooking chopsticks.
はあ、本当に甘い。これ、玉ねぎの甘さじゃないですよね。
Licking her lips, Sakura tries to figure out the ingredients. Her gesture surprises me. I should be used to seeing Sakura sample my food, but when she's so close, I can't take my eyes off of her.
美味しいです先輩。この味付け気に入っちゃいました。
Sakura must really like it, as she happily scoops the salad onto the big plate. There's nothing unusual about it. The surprise fades, and I sigh with relief.
さくら。
はい。何ですか先輩。
She's the same as always. She's no different from yesterday. She's not concerned Sakura even if Shinji was a master, or even if her family is a family of magi. There's no way Sakura would be involved in the conflict. There's no way, but... Ooh. Sakura, let me see your right cheek. There's a bruise on her right cheek, as if she's been punched. This isn't voiced. I don't necessarily think that means they're hiding something. I'm going to assume that means that this is one of the alternate scenes. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. Like, if it's just an area without voice acting, you can tell me. But, oh, it's not what you think, Senpai. I, fell on the stairs. There's only one person who Sakura would make excuses for. She's been like this for a long time. She would be strangely lively or unnaturally depressed. It always meant Shinji was taking things out on her. When I first found out about it, I went and punched him. But he's never done something this bad before. About half a year ago, I spotted a bruise on Sakura's arm. I hit Shinji when I realized he'd done it. He's never punched a girl's face. Damn him. I hear a sharp crack. Seems I broke the chopsticks on my head. Dang, he's pissed. I don't blame him, but I'm pissed. I told him never to hit his sister again, but he couldn't keep such a simple promise. No, you've got it all wrong. I just fell, really. I fell when Nissan bumped into me. I don't know. Yeah, that's cap, sure. Maybe it was his fist that bumped into you, Sakura. That's all that happened.
それより先輩、今は兄さんに関わらないでください。兄さん、昨日の夜からおかしいんです。気が立っているようだから、先輩にもおかしなことを言ってしまうかもしれない。
I'm going to assume that this is an alternate scene based on the way the voice acting has kind of popped in and out like that. Bookmark. Sakura is defending her brother. If the person who got hit isn't complaining, I definitely can't. I know why Shinji's acting strange. Shinji was abnormal last night. His rights as a master were taken away, and he was humiliated by his own grandfather. He must have taken out his anger on Sakura after he went home. Excuse me. Sakura doesn't know anything. Nobody's told her about her brother or about the secret of the Mato family. Then, is it safe for her to live with Shinji when he's in such a state? He hasn't given up. Sakura is a convenient outlet for his violent personality.
先輩、ごめんなさい。朝から迷惑かけてしまっているみたいで。
You really should not be apologizing for this.
バカ、迷惑なんてそんなこと言うな。
Yeah. I'm the one who caused the trouble. I should have expected this when I fought Shinji last night. I have to think of a way. A way to keep Sakura smiling. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious that Shinji took out his anger on Sakura all the time. If that was an alternate scene, what the heck was there? Let's just load real quick. Oh wait, I guess we kind of have to... What? That's what we're looking for, I think. Skip. Well, I could skip all this a little faster. I might have been able to skip this, but just to be safe. Okay, let's see if there's anything different. Didn't look like there was anything different there. Although maybe it's because I didn't go to the main menu. I don't know.
昨日の夜からおかしいんです。気が立っているようだから、先輩にもおかしなことを言ってしまうかもしれない。
I'm not gonna bother with it though.
それ、兄さん、昨日の夜からおかしいんです。気が立っているようだから、先輩にもおかしなことを言ってしまうかもしれない。
A dismal air hangs over the rest of the morning. Fujini didn't turn up for some reason, and Sakura was quiet all through breakfast. Saber doesn't talk much to start with, and I'm not the garrulous type. It doesn't take long to finish breakfast. Sakura leaves 40 minutes early to go to her morning practice.
それじゃあ失礼しますね、先輩。
And Sakura does not deserve that. He really does not. Sakura forces a smile as she puts on her shoes.
部活あんまり張り切るなよ。この前だって体調が悪いっていうのに無理しようとしただろう。朝練は 適度に流して奥でお茶でも飲んでろ。三綴がなんか言ったらな。
それなら首相も喜びます。
Sakura opens the door. She bows and turns to leave, and walks right into the door.
さくら
What? She holds the nose she banged onto the door. Unlucky.
大丈夫かさくら。話出てないか。
大丈夫です。聖杯に鼻血なんて見られたら死んじゃいます。
Sakura staggers and gets up. Doesn't seem like it was Sakura's usual clumsiness.
本当に体はいいのかさくら。今のぶつかったっていうより倒れたように見えたぞ。
おかしいな。そんなことないんですよ。今のは私の不注意で、恥ずかしいです。それじゃあ改めてお先に失礼しますね、先輩。藤村先生には今朝も先輩のご飯は美味しかったってお伝えします。
Sakura leaves as if to shake off my worries. I guess she's alright. If anything, she's suffering from mental exhaustion.
シンジのこともある。このまま放っておけないよな。
I mean, technically you had the chance to stop that forever. I'm just saying. But I have no clear solution. I can't consult Saber, nor can I tell Sakura the truth. Fujini is out of the question, of course. Damn, if only there was someone else at school who I could talk to about the Holy Grail War. Crazy.
そんな都合のいいやつ、ひょこひょこ歩いてるはずないよな。
Yeah, it'd be real convenient, huh? If there were another known student, or another student who knew about the Holy Grail War, was participating in it. Perhaps even that we've interacted with before. But that would be asking way too much. I go up the stairs, leaving Saber to watch the house. I end up at school, but I'm still a little gloomy.
エミヤくん？
Hi. She's here. One person I can discuss anything with appears out of nowhere. Almost too good to be true.
そう。私のこと甘く見てるってこと。
She must have something to tell me as well, since she stops and talks to me. How fortunate for me. I'll... talk about Sakura / Shinji / run away. Well, I mean, we kind of already had Sakura on our mind, and he was just talking about how he has nobody to talk to about that, or like talk to regarding that. So we'll just go ahead and have that conversation. And we know in the past she's shown some concern about Sakura, so.
いいわ。そっちがその気ならここで決着をつけてあげる。
That's
サー
not.
バントを連れずに学校に来るなんて。
すまん、五条だ父さんが相談に乗ってくれ。
I close in on Tosaka and push her against the wall. Jesus! Can't let the other students hear this.
ちょっと何考えてるのよあんた。ここで決着つけるってのはあくまで例えで、まだ周りにみんながいるじゃない。
頼む、頼れるのはお前しかいないんだ。さくらが聖杯戦争に巻き込まれそうでどうしていいかわからない。お前ならいろいろ知ってるし、なんとか知られないまま守れる方法ってないか。
Tosaka stares at me in complete surprise.
すまん、あんまりにもいいタイミングだったからつい取り乱しちまった。そのさくらってのは俺の後輩なんだけど、そいつが聖杯戦争に関わっちまいそうなんだ。なんとかしたいんだけどうまい方法が思いつかなくて、それで。
言い訳は結構。それより早くどいてくれない？
That's fair.
ホームルーム始まっちゃうでしょ。
悪い、気がつかなかった。
I quickly let go of Tosaka. I feel my face burning. What was I thinking? Pushing Tosaka up against the wall like that?
すまん、謝ってばっかりだけど、とにかく話を聞いてくれ。俺は
相談事があるんでしょ。いいわ、聞いてあげる。
本当か父さんが。
あのね、
聞いてあげないと死にそうな顔して本当かはないでしょ。昼休みに屋上、話ならそこで聞くわ。
Alright, we'll take what we can get. Tosaka turns and goes up the stairs. As I look up at her in blank amazement,
バカ、急がないと遅刻するわよ。
Tosaka leaves with those words. Was this a good thing? I feel like for Shiro, it's a good thing to have somebody to talk to about this. Like, what if Sakura rolls up on us, sees us having lunch on the roof, and she gets like uber jealous again or something? I don't know, man. She's like pretty possessive, especially when she gets really upset when like Tosaka is brought up. I can't imagine she'd take too kindly to us like eating lunch with her. I doubt that would actually affect the route that much. I was just kind of trying to justify how my choice could have been wrong. I don't necessarily think it was. I hurry to my classroom. It's 3 minutes before homeroom starts, and Fujini isn't here yet. Shinji's desk is empty. It'd be hard to face him after what happened yesterday, but I wanted to settle things. But I can't do anything if he's absent. Going to Shinji's house will only provoke him, so I have to come up with a way that won't involve Sakura.
ってあれ
There's another empty desk. That's Issei's desk.
珍しいな。あいつでも学校を休むんだ。
Obviously we know what he's involved in, but I set my bag down to prepare for homeroom.
お待たせ。どう？今日は朝から新記録でしょ。
Fujini arriving before the bell rings is a rare spectacle indeed. I thought she'd slept in since she didn't come to my house this morning. She's even more energetic than usual. Insane. Never before seen footage. Let's have our roof conversation. The lunchtime bell rings. I sprint out of the classroom, buy some bread and tea, and hurry up the stairs. I dash to the rooftop, startling students as I go. My heart's beating fast. It's been pounding faster and faster the whole day. We totally are putting ourselves into a situation, actually, where we are alone with another master. Let's hope Tosaka doesn't take advantage of that and murk us. To be honest, I'm nervous. I'm glad that I can consult her, but that hardly seems to matter now. It must have been crazy to make arrangements with Tosaka Rin. She's the school idol, the perfect honor student, the girl I've admired.
もう落ち着けバカ。
I try to catch my breath as I run up the stairs. Anyway, this is a big event. Tosaka's Tosaka even though she's a master, so I can't be late. And I'm asking her a favor. So I have to get there before her and act cool. But...
遠坂。
遅かったわね、エミヤくん。
It seems there's a line no ordinary person can cross.
話があるんでしょ。立ち話もなんだから座りましょう。
Let's. Without waiting for a reply, Tosaka walks over to the water tower. I see. Nobody will see us there, and it'll block the wind.
じゃあ詳しい話を聞かせて。さくらっていう後輩がどうしたのか、昨日何があったのかを。
Does she not realize does she just not realize we're talking about that Sakura? Like, she knows Sakura.
まあ少し長くなるけどいいか。
なるべく手短にね。昼休みそう長くないんだから。
Having her this close is just making me more nervous. And now's not the time. I have to ask her about Sakura.
じゃあ簡単に言うぞ。麻藤さくらって子は後輩で昔からの知り合いなんだ。さくらの兄貴は麻藤真司って言ってこれまた長い付き合いだ。で簡単に言うと昨日の夜他のマスターと戦った。そのマスターが真司だったんだ。
真司がマスターだったって本当？
Yep.
なあ、あいつのじいさん麻藤造剣ってやつも言ってたから間違いない。で麻藤の家はもともと魔術師の家系らしいんだが、遠坂は知ってたのか？
Yeah, for sure she knew about that.
当然でしょう。私が知らなかったこの町の魔術師はあなただけよ。けどそれは絶対にないって思ってた。
Trash.
だって真司は
He's trash.
魔術師じゃない。魔術使いとしての最低条件である魔術回路がないんだってな。 魔頭造剣もそう言ってた。けどそれはあくまで魔術師としての話だろう。マスターになる条件は別だと思う。俺だってシンジと似たようなもんなんだ。この際魔術師じゃないとマスターになれないなんて考えはやめた方がいい。
そうで、シンジは倒したのあなた？
Oh yeah, we whooped him.
ああ、あいつのサーバントライダーはセイバーにやられたよ。シンジのレイジも燃えちまって、あいつはマスターで亡くなった。けどあいつは諦めてないと思う。それだけでも危なっかしいってのに、あいつの家にはサクラがいるんだ。
Basically, we didn't kill him, and that might create more problems.
造剣に聞いたけど、魔術ってのは後継者にしか教えないんだろ。サクラは何も知らされずに育てられた。このまま知らずにいてくれれば、サクラはマスター同士の戦いになんか巻き込まれないで済む。
そうね。なのにどうしてサクラが危ないって思うのよ、あなたは。
言っただろ、今のシンジは不安定なんだ。あのままだと一緒に住んでいるサクラだってずっと無関係でいられるかわからない。だから
サクラを巻き込んでしまう可能性が出る前に決着をつけたいっていうのね。それは正しいけど、あなたじゃ無理よ。竜道寺の件もあるし、他の連中はどうも気な臭い。今回の聖杯戦争は思ったより長引くわ。
Yeah. I see. The best outcome would be for Shinji to give up, but that's not realistic. And the only option is to separate Sakura from Shinji.
ならあとは一つだけでしょ。そのサクラって子を巻き込みたくないんなら、あなたが保護すればいいのよ。
それは当然考えた。けど俺だってマスターだぞ。
Yeah, if, like she stayed at our house, she'd be inadvertently involved in the war.
家にいたら危険だし、シンジだってよく思わない。それにサクラだって今日から泊まれなんて言われたら嫌がるに決まってる。
She would totally stay at your house, but...
はあ、ほんと鈍感なのね、エミヤ君は。
accurate.
え、
Very
なんでもない
accurate.
わ。とにかくダメ元で聞いてみなさい。シンジからサクラを守るのも、あなたが他のマスターからサクラを守るのも変わらないでしょ。なら自分で努力してどうにかなる方法を選ぶべきじゃないの？サクラって子があなたにとって大切な人間だって言うんならさ。
I mean, that's a good point, but Tosaka's words hit me hard. It was like she smacked me in the head.
そうだな。確かにそれはそうだ。俺が勝手にサクラの気持ちを気にする前にサクラ本人に聞かなくちゃダメだった。
そうよ。だいたいね、嫌いなやつのとこに毎日ご飯を作りに行くかっていうの。あなたはサクラに頼りにされてるんだから、もっと強気でサクラを振り回しなさい。
When did anybody mention that?
俺そんなこと言ったっけ？サクラが飯作りに来てくれてるって。
Nope, nobody mentioned that.
言ったわよ。一番初めに言った。ちゃんと言った。きっと言った。必ず言ったんだから細かいことは気にしないの。
She's definitely not friends with Sakura, alright? Her quick shout stops my rebuttal. Oh well, I've already learned that Tosaka wears a mask at school.
分かった。とにかくサンキュー。助かったよ、トサカ。俺一人じゃ変に気を使って決めるのがもっと遅れていた。
あら、妙に素直かと思ったら強気じゃない。結局一人でも結論は同じだったなんて、もしかしてのろけ？
Tosaka smiles. Her smile attacks me by surprise.
いや、そういうわけじゃない。けど明日もサクラが落ち込んでたらうちに止めようって思うだろ普通。
へえ、顔を真っ赤にしちゃってほんと嘘がつけないんだ。エミヤ君、いつも済ましてるけど中身は純情だったってオチ？
Very.
そういうお前こそ何者だ。優等生のくせに人をからかって楽しいのか？
Seems very fun to her.
失礼ね。相手ぐらい選んでるんだけど。私、からかって楽しい相手しか手を出さないもの。
Only when they have fun reactions like you.
ほらほら、 寒いんだからもっと場所詰めてよ。あんまり離れると風が冷たいじゃない？
バカ、お前これ以上くっついたらすごいぞ。大変だぞ。喧嘩売ってんなら買うから離れろ、この悪魔。
Oh man. I arc back and get my face away from Tosaka. This is bad. Having her close was bad enough, but just now was fatal. After getting to know Tosaka, the person I admired became a dangerous associate. That's fine by itself, but that was too much. When she gets this close to me, I can't ignore her beautiful hair, her soft-looking body, her pretty face. My heart's pounding so hard that it feels like it's about to explode. Bet you that Sakura saw this somehow. I hate to admit it, but she is beautiful. Her true nature is different than what I thought, but I still admire her.
とにかく世話になった。俺からの話はこれだけだ。あとは遠坂の話を聞く。
私の話って別にそんなのないわよ。
あれ、だって朝なんか言ってなかったか？いや、俺はどうかしてたんで聞かなかったけど、遠坂不機嫌そうだったじゃないか。
She was ready to beat the brakes off of us.
ああ、あれね。あれはもういいわ。用件があったのは本当だけど、今はそんな気分じゃなくなったし、正直毒気が抜かれたわよ。
毒気が抜かれたって何のさ？
だからあなたのそういうところによ。まあいいわ。もののついでだし、一ついいことを教えてあげる。最近街で原因不明の昏睡事件って起きてるでしょ。
Yeah.
あれはサーバントの仕業だけど、そいつのマスターは竜道寺にいるわ。
I guess I know what we're storming tonight.
そういえばさっき竜道寺がどうだの言ってたな。竜道寺ってあの竜道寺か？
ええ、厄介な相手だから手を出すのなら気をつけなさい。あいつら命までは取ってないけど無差別に人を襲ってるわ。日に日に強くなっていくから早めに潰したいんだけど、まあどんなに魔力を蓄えたところで一度に使える魔力の最大量なんてたかが知れてるし、しばらくは傍観するけど。
A master is at the Ryudo Temple. Tosaka is doing her best, even though Archer isn't fully healed yet.
さて、それじゃあエミヤくんは私から仮1ね。知らない情報を教えてもらったんだから。
True. The honor student smiles boldly. I feel like a frog in front of a snake.
なんだよそれ。俺だってシンジのことを教えただろ。情報交換なら貸し借りなしだ。
あら、シンジのことはさくらのことで総裁でしょそれともさっきのお礼は形だけだったのかしら？
Man, you thought you were even. She's a devil. She's a real devil. Don't let her fool you, everyone. The school's peace is in danger.
さーて、それじゃあ何をもらおうかな。魔術師同士の取引は10日交換ってのが基本よね。
Bro, she sounds like she's having so much fun with this. Damn, I think my father said something like that as well. I look down at my hands. Those are the only thing I have right now.
納得いった？あなたには返すべき情報がないんだから、こうなったらセイバーの。
Bro, what did we do?
仕方ない。遠坂、昼飯まだだろ。半分やる。
We're bribing her with food? She wanted Saber's true identity. We gave her some food. I break my bread in half. Reluctantly, I give her the whole can of tea as a show of sincerity. That's not even close to what she had in mind.
ちょっとエミヤくん。
ほら食べろよ。今からじゃ食堂も購買も終わってるだろうし、少ないけど腹の足しにはなるぞ。
I hand her the bread. Does she not like it? She looks astonished and...
ありがとう。じゃあ遠慮なくいただくわ。
And she really eats the bread without holding back. It was not holding back on that bread, dude. School's over and the commotion is dying down. The students scattered to go to their clubs or head home.
よし、こっちも一足先に帰って準備しなくちゃな。
Even if Sakura is going to stay over, I need to mentally prepare myself. I should go buy groceries and wait for her to come out after her club activities. Come after her club activities, huh?
さて、今日の夜は何にしたもんか。
I stand in front of the supermarket and think. Having Sakura stay over means convincing Fujini. The dinner should be something that they'll both enjoy.
昨日も派手にやったからな。バイトもしばらく休むし、食いぶちも一人増えたし、あんまり余裕ないんだけど。
But this month is an exception. I have my savings, and I can't be distracted by money during the Holy Grail War. I should be repaying Sakura every chance I get. He does not have money concerns, I guess. I leave the supermarket with bags full of food. I think I bought too much, but it's all good. I got some fresh codfish, so maybe I should make stew tonight.
よしよし。これで藤根対策は万全。
Bribe her with food. I stop walking. Someone's pulling at my shirt from behind.
何事？
Still wondering, I turn around. Hello. There stands a young girl with silver hair. Oh, we dipskied. I quickly jump back. I tense myself to act, but the girl just stands there and smiles. Hello, Ilya. I don't feel any murderous intent or hostility from her.
よかった。生きてたんだね、お兄ちゃん。
She looks at me with a big smile. I'm sure of it. This girl is Berserker's master. She controls the monster who nearly killed me. The girl of the family of Magi who started this war. The family which my father betrayed. Why is she here in the shopping district during daytime? She doesn't feel like a stranger at all. It must be because the priest's story was so vivid. That's why...
イリや
I blurt out her name without knowing what it means.
いや、違った。イリアス、そう、イリアスフィールだった。間違えてごめん。
I quickly apologize. It doesn't matter if she's a Berserker master or the daughter of the Einsburn family. It's just that I can't leave her alone when her face looks so sad. Ilya content. She's glaring at me, probably because I shortened her name.
いや、悪気はなかったんだ。ただ、つい口にしちまったっていうか。
名前教えて。
え？
お兄ちゃんの名前教えて。私だけ知らないの不公平。
Oh, she's right. Ilya's told me her name, but I haven't told her mine yet.
俺はシロー。エミヤシローっていう。
You should not have included that Emiya part.
エミヤシロ。不思議な発音するんだね。
She think that's one word? That is not one word.
違うぞ。今の発音だとエミヤシロじゃないか。エミヤが名字でシローが名前なんだ。言いにくかったらシローってだけ覚えてくれ。
I correct her pronunciation. I point right at her nose, and she stands there in surprise. Even though I regret it, it's too late. Looking like she's about to cry.
シロシロか。気に入ったわ。単純だけど響きが綺麗だし、シロに合ってるもの。これならさっきのも許してあげる。
She embraces my arm.
待て、イリアスフィール。何すんだよ、お前。
さっきみたいにイリアでいいよ、シロ。私もシロって言うんだから、これでおあいこだよね。
So, pretty much back to normal with Ilya, it seems. Alright.
それは言いやすくて助かるんだけど、とにかく待て。
She's a strange girl. I shake my arm, but Ilya only screams happily and enjoys it. This is bad. The neighbors might spread bad rumors about me if I keep this up.
何が目的だ。こんな真っ昼間からやり合おうって腹か。
That's not what she's going for. Just having fun. I pull her off by force. Oh. Ilya looks unhappy.
なんだよ。そんな顔してもダメだぞ。何のつもりか知らないが、俺だってマスターだ。
It's not
そう
like
簡単
that.
にやられるわけには。
I can't blame him for thinking it is like that, though. Groceries in hand, I glare at her. But she only looks back at me in wonder.
イリア。
何シロ？
She isn't like before. Well, she was laughing back then too, but her smile is different now. Could it really be?
エリア、お前戦いに来たんじゃないのか？
何？シロは私に殺されたいの？
I'm good on it. I'm good on it, honestly. Her gaze sends a chill down my spine. No matter how young this girl may be, she's the strongest master. She laughs innocently, but she can also become a ruthless master.
よくわかんないけど、シロがそう言うんなら私はいいよ。予定がちょっと早まるだけだもん。セイバーと一緒にここで死ぬ？
Honestly, I'll pass.
ふざけるな。そんなわけあるか。俺だって殺されるのは嫌だし、こんなところで戦うのもごめんだ。
でしょ？マスターはね、明るいうちは戦っちゃダメなんだよ。シロもセイバーを連れていないし、私だってバーサーカーを連れてないでしょ。
それはそうだけど、じゃあ何しに来たんだよお前。俺に会ったのはただの偶然か？
That doesn't feel very likely. But
偶然じゃないよ。セラの目を盗んで、
yeah.
わざわざシロに会いに来てあげたんだから、光栄に思ってよね。
I feel dizzy. Every time I think she turns into a cruel master, she returns to being the innocent girl. I swear something went to open my door. I must be crazy. I can't tell which is the real her.
わかった。とにかくイリアは俺に会いに来た。けど戦うつもりはない。これでいいのか？
私はシロとお話をしに来たの。今までずーっと待ってたんだから、それぐらいいいでしょ？
Sure. I don't know what she means by all this time, but it seems Ilya just came to talk with me.
それとも、シロは私と話すのは嫌？うん。シロが嫌なら帰るよ。本当は嫌だけど、したくないことさせたら嫌われちゃうから。
I mean, I think it's fine, but Ilya looks me straight in the eye. As a master, it's dangerous to spend any time with Ilya. If Saber were here, I bet she wouldn't hesitate to make herself heard. But I can't leave her alone when she looks like that. I know it's reckless, thoughtless, and rash, but...
いや、イリアと話すのは嫌じゃない。本当言うと、俺もイリアとは会って話がしたかった。
Yeah, with his newfound knowledge, there's a lot they might need to talk about.
やった！じゃああっちに行こう。さっきね、ちっちゃな公園見つけたんだ。
Ilya starts running.
ほら、早く早く！急がないと置いていっちゃうからね。シロー！
She twirls about as she runs. I love how they change her sprite as she bounces across the screen. I accept this turn of events and follow after Ilya. She called me Shiro, so I should treat her as a normal girl and not a master. Yeah, that's fine for now, at least. Back to this park. There's no one in the park. Nobody's playing in the sandpit or on the swings. It feels desolate, but I sit down on a bench with Ilya. This must look weird to other people. Ilya's a foreigner, so we don't look like siblings, and our ages are too far apart to be friends.
話をしようって何を話せばいいんだよ、イリア。お前から来たってことは、なんか聞きたいこととかあったのか？
なんで？別に私、シロに聞きたいことなんてないよ。
Well, how should I react to this incomprehensible girl?
イリア、話がしたいって言ったのはお前だよな。
She just wants a casual conversation, as far as I can tell.
なのに、なんで用件がないんだよ。用がないんなら来ないだろう、普通。
そうなの？用がないとお話ってできないの？
いや、そういうわけじゃない。今のは言い方が悪かった。用がなくても話はできる。むしろ用のない話って方がいいことかもしれない。けど参ったな。俺はイリアをよく知らないから何を話していいのかわからない。イリアの好き嫌いがわからないからな。イリアだってそうだろ？いきなり聞かれたくないことを聞かれたら嫌じゃないか？
うん、それはそうだけど、じゃあ何を聞けばいいのかな？ シロ、何聞いても怒らない？
It's hard seeing some of these scenes with Ilya. It's not kind of hard. It is hard. Because it's so clear that a lot of her, like to me, that a lot of her interactions with Shiro are based on the fact that she never seemed to have like a real childhood, you know? And she just wants like a friend or somebody she can just talk to normally, right? She's worried we'll get mad, right? She seemed disappointed when we were like, if you don't have any business, like why would you come to talk to me, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm overanalyzing, but it seems to me like she probably just had that kind of relationship with her parents where she, or just whoever was around her in her life, where she couldn't just talk with them, you know? And that's why she's so worried that he'll get mad, or why she was so disappointed, because she thought, I don't know, maybe she had somebody she could just talk to like normal. Maybe I'm overanalyzing. It seems... That's just what it seems like to me, right? And that's what makes a lot of the interactions with Ilya so sad to me, right? And I mean, we know Ilya didn't have like a normal childhood, so it's really not a stretch at all, actually, despite what I was just saying. I just kind of hedge everything with, this might sound dumb, or... right, like, you know, just stuff like that. I just kind of hedge everything. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'd say based on what we know from, like, especially from Unlimited Blade Works, like, you know, she was kind of raised with the purpose of the Holy Grail War. She didn't get to have a normal childhood, and I don't know, it seems like even in the middle of the Holy Grail War, she's kind of trying to live it through Shiro. I don't know, that's what makes a lot of the interactions with her so hard for me. God.
ああ、なんとか。俺のがお兄ちゃんなんだから、大人な対応を努力する。
そっか。じゃあシロ、私のこと好き？
What the hell is she asking?
あ、嘘つきだ。シロ怒らないって言ったのに怒った。
バカ、誰だって呆れるぞ今のは。お前ら人をぶった切っておいて好きか嫌いかもないだろ
う。何よ、あれは違うもん。シロが弱っちいくせに飛び出してくるからじゃない。私は悪くなんてないんだから。
It's not my fault. Oh man.
悪くないわけあるか。だいたい初めからやる気満々だっただろう、イリアは。それがどうしてこう突拍子もなく好き嫌いの話になるんだっての。
Ilya quivers up and goes quiet. Crap. I decided that I'd forget about us being masters, but I guess I didn't.
ああ、イリア。
なるもん。何よ、シロのバカ。私が止めてあげなくちゃ死んでたくせに。口だけは達者なんだから。
Huh. If she hadn't stopped him. So she had Berserker stop. Is that something we knew before? I don't think it is. I think that's new information. She had Berserker stop to keep us from dying. It seems. I still want to talk big. Ilya looks down, trembling. I guess I have no choice. Or, well, actually, no, okay, wait. No, I'm assuming she just means in the sense that they left, right? Like, they left the fight. Okay, that's not, like, new information. I thought she was saying she, like, had him pull back, and that's why his swing didn't kill us or something. I guess I have no choice. I'm the one who started this whole master conversation. I'm the older one here. Dilly is a girl.
ああ、そのな、イリア。
I prepare myself for what I have to say. Tell Ilya I don't hate you, or I don't, what was it? I don't care anymore? Oh goodness, I can't. Oh my god. I type? I don't mind it. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Ilya would much prefer just a blunt, direct, I don't hate you. You know? So that's what I'm going to go with. That's just what my gut says, that she'd prefer a word direct about it, not like making it seem like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind anymore, right? Like, as just a way to keep her happy. I just
知り合
wanna...
ったばかりでイリアのことはよく知らないけど、イリアは嫌いじゃないぞ。少なくとも今みたいなイリアだったら仲良くなりたい。
Just gonna give it to her straight.
本当？
その妹みたいで楽しい。それとあの夜のことは今後一切口にしない。こんな約束しかできないけど、それで信じてもらえるか？
シロがそう言うなら信じてあげる。
Ilya tackles me and embraces my arms again.
たく、なんなんだお前。
I complain, but I accept it. It's not bad. I don't feel any hostility from her. Her hugging me won't kill me, and it wouldn't be older brother-like to panic now. I guess I'll have to talk with her, just like she wants. My talk with Ilya lasts for about an hour. She listens to my pointless rambling and mundane stories. Since when did it start getting painful? She's an innocent girl. She's a master and has no doubts about it. I think her lack of fear about going into battle is sad. It is. A family of magi called Einsburn. She sent out as the greatest master, a result of their 1,000-year-old history. That is Ilya's goal, then...
イリア、一つ聞くけど。エミヤ・キリツグって名前に聞き覚えはないか？
Oh, he went to it. I have to ask her this question. The air freezes. The silence is dead.
知らない。そんなやつ、私知らない。
I do not believe that for a second. Her silver hair flutters. Very like, she gets up from the bench and turns around.
そろそろ夕暮れだね。夜になったらバーサーカーが起きちゃうから、もう帰らないと。
I do not believe that for a second. When she says she doesn't know anyone like that. I mean, it seems fairly obvious to me based on the air freezes, the silence is dead, and the way her sprite shifted. But she's definitely not willing to talk about it right now, at least. Ilya waves goodbye.
そっか。そうだな。俺もそろそろ帰らないと。
I get up. This is all the rest I'll get. We'll be enemies again once the sun sets.
また会えるかな、イリア。
I ask the question as if it's only natural.
どうしようかな。私はそうでもないんだけど、シロは会いたい？
I really don't want to see her die again. I mean, if that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen, but...
会いたくなきゃ言わないぞ、こんなの。
じゃあ、明日も気が向いたら来てあげる。期待しないで待っててね。
I mean, she's 100% gonna be here. She runs out of the park, but she suddenly stops.
さっきのは嘘だよ。本当はね、知ってる人だった。
Yep. I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's surprising she said as much, though.
イリア？
そう。私が生まれた理由は、聖杯戦争に勝つことだけど、私の目的は、キリツグとシロを殺すことなんだから。
Yeah, they're holding a grudge over that. Can't say I blame them, but... She sprints off. She doesn't turn around. I watch until she's out of sight.
Tadaima! って、あれ？藤姉のやつはもう帰ってきてやがんの。
I take my shoes off and go into the hallway. What is the archery club advisor doing, coming home so early?
おかえりなさい、シロ。
帰ってきたか、兵六玉。
Simpleton! Saber sitting Japanese style in a good manner, and Fujini has her head on the table in a bad manner. Fujini looks utterly defeated. I'm curious as to why, but I'm sure it's nothing that important.
ただいま。遅くなったけど、なんか変わったことはなかったか、セイバ
はい。これといって異常はありませんでした。そういうシロの方はどうでした？学校に見るべきものはありましたか？
We found a lot, but nothing we can tell
ー？
you,
いや、
honestly.
異常らしきものはなかったよ。シンジも来てなかったし、学校はいつも通りだ。 とりあえず見て回るべき対象から外していいとは思うんだが。
Y'all are having this conversation right in front of Fujini, just saying. With Fujini sitting right there, I can't just come out and say there isn't a master at my school.
なんか匂う。この甘酸っぱくて雨上がり給料日に隠したまま思い出せなくなった1万円のような気配は間違いなく秘密の匂い。
I mean, I guess you're right, but the lazy dog sniffs the air.
シローから足かせの錆びた匂いがする。怪しい怪しいぞ。
Rusted shackles?
お姉ちゃんになんか隠してるのかにゃー。
Definitely, but
うわ
I can't believe it. She's acting crazy.
セイバー、藤姉と何かあったのか？この虎をここまでダメにすんのは並大抵のことじゃないぞ。
いえ、私は何も。大河に元気がないのは空腹だからではないでしょうか。
She says those awful words quite casually.
嘘だ。タイガの腕前が知りたいなんて言って人をボロボロにしたのはセイバーちゃんじゃないのよ。
Fujini pounds on the table. It must have been a frightening, humiliating experience, since she's hiding behind me even as she glowers at Saber. And I don't know when she started calling Saber Saber-chan.
セイバー、もしかして藤姉と手合わせしたのか？
いえ、大河の時間が空いているのなら体を動かそうと提案したのです。市内による模擬戦ならば大事は起きませんから、大河も承諾したのですが。
And you beat the pulp out of her.
騙されちゃダメよシロ。セイバーちゃん確実にやる気だったわ。私わかるもん。鉄砲知ってるもん。あれはやる気。もう絶対やる気。うわー、隙を見せたらバザーにされる。
Fujini trembles.
セイバー、まさかその。
Did she go all out against Fujini?
まあ、つい気を緩めてしまったというか。
Maybe Saber was the hungry one.
四郎の帰りが遅いことへの反感と大河の技量が思いのほか高かったことでとっさに反応してしまったというか。
Wow, that's scary. Fujini is a 5th degree black belt in kendo, but Saber's on another level entirely.
とにかく命が惜しかったら夜打ち朝掛けとか禁止禁止。セイバーちゃんを襲ったりしたら地獄開幕。死して屍拾うものなしなんだから。
Oh yeah, there's another problem for me. I have to do something about Saber, who is determined to sleep in the same room as me. I'm a teenage guy. I don't know what'll happen if I sleep in the same room as someone like her.
その心配は無用です、大河。四郎の命令であれば私は従うのみです。私から四郎に手を挙げることは決して。
Oh lord.
むむむ。セイバーちゃんなんか今すごい微妙なこと言わなかった？
A little bit.
とりわけ何も。それより大河、今晩より四郎と同室で眠りますが、どうかご勘なきをお願いします。
It's not like that. Calm down, Fujini. Oh no. Fujini freezes. Here it comes. Considering the power balance between us, it's going to be me.
藤姉、実は昨日から秘密にしていたんだが。
I try to pacify Fujini, who is standing behind me.
よいしょっ
What? She completely ignores me, and I hear sounds of her stacking something like telephone books.
よく聞いてくれ。セイバーは日本語がわからない。
せーの。
Oh, I knew it. She's doing something like a sleeper hold on me. Fujini doesn't know how to go easy, so it's really dangerous for her to choke someone.
そんな場合じゃねえ。おい、藤根、入って決まってるから。本気で落ちる。
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Saber's gonna get involved, bro. I hear my bones creaking. Continued grappling is Fujini's only reply.
ギブギブ、やめろって、そこから投げに持ってくるなし。
I start to pass out, and as a last resort, I start to tap out. but
うるさい。落ちちゃえこのドラ息子。お姉ちゃんはシロをそんな風に育てた覚えなんかないんだから。
oh my god. Oh, I'm really passing out now. Man, I know my troubles come one at a time. Oh my, did she actually knock him out?
ひどい目にあった。
I cracked the joints in my neck. Thanks to my training, I only got some bruises, even though I was thrown down to the floor.
面目ない。こうひねってからは手を離して受け身可能にしようと思ったんだけど、シロったら思ったより重くて投げるだけで精一杯でさ。
当たり前だ。いつまでも子供じゃないぞ。藤姉の細腕でジャーマンなんかやんなよな。
Dang, those are
下
fighting
手したら
words.
藤姉も自爆してたんだから。
Those are fighting words for somebody who just got choked out.
はい、反省してます。
セイバーもセイバーだ。同室って言っても隣の部屋だろ。厳密に言うと一緒の部屋じゃないぞ。
ですが、私はシロの身を守るためにですね。
十分守ってもらえてる。だいたいな、同じ部屋になんて寝られたらこっちが先に参っちまう。セイバーには悪いけど、
Don't
あ
make
れが
that
最大
offer.
の情報だ。
Don't tell her she can fight
徹底
for
抗
it.
戦だからな。
She will fight for it. Not actually, but
難しいものですね。
二人とも分かったんならよし。さて、じゃ夕飯の支度でも始めるか。
I get up while trying to loosen up my neck.
そうだ、藤根。今日からさくらを止めようと思うんだけど、どうかな。昨日セイバーに使ってもらった離れに。
Yeah, I'm sure she'll have a normal reaction to that.
さ
You're
くらち
definitely
ゃん
not
を
gonna
止
get
め
choked
る？
again.
別にいいけど、いきなりどんな心境の変化よ。シロ、ここんとこ妙に変よ。
いや、さくら最近調子悪そうだし、
I think the problem is that he
シン
is
ジは家
home.
を開けてばっかりだから、しばらく周りに人がいた方がいいかなって。
Yeah, the problem is more the exact opposite. That Shinji is home.
まあいいけど、その旨はさくらちゃんに伝えてあるの？部活の時、さくらちゃんいつも通りだったけど。
いや、それはこれから。って藤根こそ部活どうしたんだよ。こんなに早く帰ってきて。
It's a good question.
ちょっと怪我人が出ちゃってね。あとは三辻さんに任せて体調悪い子たちを家まで送って直帰したのよ。
So that's what happened, huh? It's disturbing to hear someone got injured in the archery club, but Fujini wouldn't be here if it was serious. I bet it's something like a jammed finger or anemia. Well, this is my chance. Fujini considers Sakura part of the family, just like I do. Then... tell Sakura myself, what? Have Fuji ni ask Sakura, or ask ourself. Self. Okay. So the obvious answer seems like I'll tell Sakura myself, but I can actually kind of see an argument for Fujini. It depends on how we're asking Sakura, right? If we're like somehow going to meet up with her privately somewhere, it makes a lot more sense to do it ourselves. But if it's not, right, and we're just rolling up to their house and we meet Shinji, I feel like Fujini doing it would be a lot less dangerous, right? We'll just do it ourselves, but I could see how this could be wrong, but no, this is an important matter. I can't let other people handle it when it was my idea in the first place. It's not in good faith if I don't ask her myself. Oh, I hear the doorbell.
お邪魔します。
Oh, well, that works. I hear Sakura's voice from the entrance. I guess I should strike while the iron's hot and go ask her right now.
先輩、お邪魔しますね。夕食の支度はこれからですか？
It's something like that.
ああ、これからだ。今日は俺が一人でやるから、さくらはのんびりしてていいぞ。その代わり、藤根の相手でもしてやってくれ。セイバーに任されて自信喪失してるんで、トランプか何かで追い打ちを頼む。
あ、先輩ひどいんだ。藤村先生、今日大変だったんですよ。
そんなこと言ってたな。じゃあ路線変更して 将棋あたりでなんとか。
将棋ですね。はい、それなら藤村先生の独壇場です。
I take it that's the point.
私じゃ飛車抜きのハンデもらってもコテンパンだからちょうどいいと思います。
Just let her feel good about beating up on Sakura. Okay. Sakura's in a good mood. Her bruise appears to be healing, and her earlier gloominess seems to have disappeared. Yeah, this is a good time to ask.
で、さくら、唐突だけど今日からうちに泊まってけ。
泊まれって先輩？
しばらくマトウの家には帰るなってことだ。期間はそうだな。できれば1週間ぐらいいてほしい。あ、藤姉には許可取ってあるからな。
That doesn't look like a face that's saying yes. Sakura's face stiffens. She stares at me as if peering into my mind.
無理を言ってるのは分かってる。けど、さくらにはどうしても泊まってもらう。
Dang.
どう思われてもいいから、しばらくうちで暮らしてくれ。
He said, yeah, it's happening either way. Sakura doesn't answer.
どうしてですか？
She stares at me silently, and then asks me that question. I can't tell her why. I can't tell her that Shinji's a master, and anything else would just be a lie. Everyone has their secrets. I'm a guy, so I have many secrets I can't tell Fujini or Sakura. There are things you just can't say, not even to the people most important to you. That's also why I can't lie. Sakura is an important family member to me, so I can't lie to her. The air feels like it's freezing over. The silence seems to last forever, and Sakura hangs her head awkwardly. I put my stupid brain to work, trying to come up with something to say.
さくら、理由は言わなくちゃダメか。
She doesn't respond. Instead, she just looks at me with a concerned expression.
私が心配だからですか？
Yep. And she clearly states this.
さくらが心配だ。だから、さくらがここにいてくれると助かる。
Her long hair sways. Sakura nods in response. She answers not with her words, but with a brilliant smile. Okay, that's settled. After eating dinner, one only needs to take a bath and go to sleep. This is common knowledge, barely worthy of mention. So there's no problem. Something so mundane can't possibly cause a problem. But
藤村先生、少し相談があるんですが。
なになに？言ってみそう？
ですね、
そっか、着替えの問題があったわね。制服ならうちにあるかな。普段着は私のでいいならあげるよ。あ、それとも家に着替え取ってくる？
yeah, having clothes would help, huh?
いえ、うちに帰ったら戻ってこれなくなりますから、できれば帰りたくないんです。兄さんには
それは大丈夫。さっきお家に電話してさくらちゃんのおじいさんに許可取ったから。
先生の家なら安心だ。ご指導よろしくお願いします。
だって。
She really had to do that impression. Man, Fujini is hilarious.
そうですか。なら本当に私、ここに泊まっていいんですね。
そうだよ。で、着替えの話だけど、寝巻きは私のでいいよね。下着も私のでいいかな？
That's gross.
いえ、
Oh!
先生のだと胸がきついと思うんですけど。
Unlucky.
そっか。さくらちゃん胸おっきいもんね。
Okay.
その肉を分けろ。
What the heck? Fujini is so weird.
先生、何するんですか
？Why is Fujini so weird? It's hilarious though.
冗談。けど困ったわね。さすがにさくらちゃんサイズの下着なんて持ってないし。さくらちゃんつけて寝る派？
は
だよね。大きい人はそういう人多いよね。けど苦しくないのと素朴な疑問を投げてみる。
苦しいですけど、そういう時はですね。
なるほどなるほど、若いっていいな。じゃあ明日の朝までにはうちの若いのに揃えさせておくから。そういうわけでさくらちゃんも遠慮なくお風呂入ってらっしゃい。
Just scooting away. So why are you two having this conversation right in front of me? That's what I was gonna say. I'm a guy. If you talk about that, I won't even be able to look at Sakura without thinking.
あれシロ、顔赤いけどどうしたのかな。何、やっぱりさくらちゃんの話気になる？
Bro, you play too much. Stop messing with us.
何言ってんだか。そっちの内緒話だろ。俺は聞こえてなんかないし、気になんかなってない。
Yeah, I'm gonna call cap on that, but...
あれそうなんだ。じゃあ私からいいこと教えてあげる。さくらちゃん、いいの85なんだってさ。すごいよね。去年から実に13センチも大きくなってるんだよ。
An interesting piece of info.
シロもそのあたり気づいてたでしょ。
Oh my god!
さくらの体は柔らかそうだなとか、抱きしめたいなとか。
Fujini, what is wrong with you?
藤村先生、どうしてそういうことするんですか。
Oh my... Fujini falls to Sakura's counterattack. Sakura's face is red, and she's trying to cover Fujini's mouth. Sakura, I understand wanting to prevent Fujini from talking, but if you keep this up, you'll kill her.
おー、びっくりした。さくらちゃん、見かけによらず武闘派なのね。いきなり息を止めに来るなんて先生びっくりよ。
知りません。藤村先生は少し反省してください。
Man, who just says that stuff? Sakura gets away from Fujini. Naturally, our eyes meet.
いや、バスタオルは風呂場にある。
それじゃあ失礼しますね、先輩。
Sakura hurries out to the hallway. But if she runs like that, she trip.
鼻ぶつけちゃいました。
Oh my god. She's clumsy, huh? I wanted to warn her that she'd fall, but she exceeded my expectations and run straight into the wall.
さくら大丈夫か？
Was she that eager to get away?
大丈夫です。大丈夫なんでお風呂入ってきます。
Man, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, Sakura. Sakura disappears into the hallway. With Sakura gone, I relax. As tense as things were getting, I would have had to flee the room in embarrassment if she hadn't left first.
ふふん。
Shut up, Fujini.
なんだよ。言いたいことあんならはっきり言え。不良教師。
別に。たださくらちゃんも大変だなって。顔を真っ赤にしたシロ。いつそういうシロの前だとさくらちゃんも余計恥ずかしかったんじゃないかな。
Bro, Sakura's just gonna come running right back soon, huh?
赤くなんかなってない。あのな、さくらは家族みたいなもんだぞ。ずっと飯を作ってもらってきて一緒に食べてきた後輩じゃんか。そういう後輩に照れてたら先輩失格だ。
じゃあシロは失格したくないんだ。
当たり前だ。さくらはシンジの妹だぞ。友人の妹を預かってんだからちゃんと監督しないとダメだろ。
Something like that.
あ、そういうことか。シロ、気がついてないだけかと思ったらそんなことまで気にしてたんだ。
I think it's a little more the dense part, but Fujini sighs. This is troubling.
前途多難ね。さくらちゃんも大変だ。
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
どこ行くんだよ、藤根。
どこって脱衣所。さくらちゃんに着替え用意してあげないと。シロは離れの部屋の準備でもしてなさい。シーツとかちゃんと新しいの出してあげるのよ。
Fujini leaves after giving me an order.
ちょっと客間の準備してくるからセイバーはここにいてくれ。
I leave after seeing Saber nod. I make the bed and check the furniture. I decided to have Sakura use a guest room that isn't normally used. This room is more suited to her, and the door can be locked. Sakura's a girl, so that should be better for her.
別に藤姉の言葉に踊らされたわけじゃないけど。
I make the bed. This bed has never been used.
シローもそのあたり気づいてたでしょ？
The moment I think that Sakura will sleep in this bed tonight, oh Lord. Lord have mercy. Indecent thoughts fill my head.
バカ言うな。そんなこと今さら。
I already know that without being told. I've seen Sakura hit puberty, getting more beautiful by the day. It was a good thing, but I also persuaded myself not to notice it. I've always told myself that she's Shinji's sister, and that she only comes to cook for me because she feels guilty about what Shinji did.
あれからもう1年半か。別に、さくらが気にすることでもないのに。
Yeah, that's quite a lie to tell yourself. The accident that caused me to quit the archery club. I injured my shoulder. He complained about the burn, and I took the opportunity to leave the club. And Sakura proposed to help me out until my injury healed. She was like a child back then. She waited for me in front of my house one day, but it took 2 hours of awkward silence before she worked up the courage to say she wanted to help me.
あの引っ込み思案なさくらが、今じゃ弓道部の期待の星だもんな。
No kidding.
人間、変われば変わるもんだ。
Sakura is cheerful now. I first met her 4 years ago when I went to Shinji's house after getting to know him. She was quiet and had a habit of hiding her face with her hair. Well, she still is, but she was really lifeless back then. She always looked depressed and would just absent-mindedly stand there. Considering that, it's wonderful to see how Sakura is doing now. It relieves me to see Sakura, the girl who only used to look downcast, smile.
そう思うことはないの？さくらの体は柔らかそうだなとか、抱きしめたいなとか。
Oh lord. I don't really know. She was always just my underclassman. But recently that changed. I don't know if it happened recently, or if I only started to notice it just now. Or was she so close to me that I didn't have to notice?
くそ。今まで平穏にやってきたってのに、どうしてこう。
And you stirred the pot, Fujini, huh? Why is my mind going crazy from just having Sakura stay over? I'm being inconsiderate of her. I'll finish cleaning and show her to her room.
あれ、そういえば、さくらは？
さあ、こちらには来ていませんから、まだ入浴しているのではないですか？
入浴中って、もう1時間は経ってるよな。
Well, perhaps she takes long to baths. After all, she has more places to wash. Oh my god.
ああ、もうやめやめ。変な想像しない。
Bro. Yeah, that adds up to that much extra time, you're right. I shake my head and sit down at the table. This boy's something else. I pour myself some tea and drink it. I shake off the image on my head and relax. Then...
シロ、さくらは目が悪いのですか？
That's a valid question, actually. Saber asks me a strange question.
いや、別にそんなことないけど、さくらは視力いいぞ。
Have you verified that?
両目合わせて 1.5 あるんじゃないかな。
そうですか。頻繁に壁や柱に体をぶつけていますから、視力に問題があるのではと危惧してしまいました。
1.5 vision? What does that mean?
あ、なるほど。
It's like, I'd assume it's good.
その心配はありがたい。けど、さくらは至って健康だよ。最近は疲れてるから危なっかしいだけで、普段は俺よりしっかりしてる。
I mean, that's what, twice in 24 hours though? That's who I should be worried.
それならばいいのですが、仮にそうだとしても、入り口と壁を見間違えるほど疲労が溜まっているのは問題です。試験ですが、先ほどの衝突は疲れからではなく、純粋に目測を誤ったものと感じましたが。
I would personally agree. That's a very natural conclusion. Even if you're tired, you still shouldn't be running into walls. Where is Sakura anyway? You know she's taking a bath. An hour is too long. Oh lord. Check on Sakura or let Fuji I cannot spell do it. know if it makes a difference. I mean, on one hand, I'd rather go with WeCheck on her, just for safety's sake. On the other hand, I'm gonna get us like a peeping Tom scene. Like, I don't like those scenes. I don't know. Like, I feel like we should maybe directly talk to her, but we'll just go check on her. Probably is the better choice. I mean, I don't really know, but I feel like when in doubt, we should just go interact with Sakura, right? I should go check on her. If Saber's right, this isn't the time to be hung up on embarrassment. That's true.
Sakura?
I call out to her from the hallway. There's no reply from inside the dressing room. No, I don't even feel a presence in there.
Sakura! Oi! Sakura! 入ってるか?
I knock on the door. I gradually start to knock harder, and I'm banging on the door before I notice.
Sakura! おい、ちょっとでいいから返事しろ!
My anxiety turns to cold certainty. Something's wrong. I can't go inside, so I'll have to get Saber or Fujini.
あれ、先輩。どうしたんですか？そんなに慌てて。
Sakura! いや、なんでもない。少し時間がかかってるみたいだから、なんかあったのかなって。
時間？おかしいな。私、そんなに長く入ってましたか？
Oh, she didn't even realize how long she was in there? Sakura sounds absent-minded. She sounds lost in thought, as if she'd just woken up.
Sakura, もしかしてとは思うんだけど。
はい。気持ちよかったんで、ちょっと寝ちゃいました。
I mean, seems she's been pretty exhausted recently, so...
バカ、脅かすなよ、ほんと。
I crumble down to the floor.
すみません。すぐに上がりますね。
そうしてくれ。まったく、風呂で寝たりしたら風邪ひくぞ。
I lean against the wall. It turned out to be nothing, but I'm glad Sakura's okay. She should be better when she gets a good night's sleep.
ゴト?
I hear the sound of something heavy falling. She fell again. Man. Something's clearly up with her. It came from the other side of the door.
Sakura!
There's no reply. I feel no presence on the other side of the door.
入るぞ、Sakura!
Oh, Lord. I rush into the dressing room. There, I see Sakura on the floor.
Sakura! Sakura!
Jeez, she is slumped. I held Sakura up in my arms. Her body is soft and surprisingly hot. She doesn't seem to be conscious, but she's moaning in pain. Her hand grabs her chest, as if wanting to take her shirt off. She gasps. This is way too much for me. Her body is soft and her hair is unraveled. Her shirt is the only thing between my arms and her body, and this isn't the Sakura I know. Her shirt sticks to her body and emphasizes her large breasts, and I can't take my eyes off of them. Jesus, Shiro. Breasts move up and down along with her breaths, exposing her white neck. Feels like my heart will leap out of my chest. My head wouldn't be this hot even if I drank a love potion. I realize that my mouth is watering, and I swallow with great difficulty. Her beautiful lips make my head go wild. Her body is so hot and soft that it makes you imagine how good it must taste. Jesus. My head goes blank. It's not a girl's body I'm holding, but a woman's. This isn't the Sakura I know. Then, it shouldn't be a problem if I hold her a little.
何してんだ俺は.
That boy was dangerously horny. I shake my head. This isn't the time. Even considering that Sakura just got out of the bath, her temperature isn't normal. Moreover, simple anemia wouldn't make her clutch at herself like this.
Sakura!
Like that.
おい、しっかりしろ、Sakura!
I call out to her. The hair sticking to her forehead dropped down. Sakura slowly opens her eyes and stares at me.
あれ先輩どうしているんですか？
What is good with Sakura?
バカ、どうしてじゃないだろう。熱があるんならあるって言え。
熱って私ですか？
お前以外に誰がいる？いいから自分でおでこを触ってみろ。すごく熱いぞ。
けどそんなに熱くないですよ私。
Sakura must still be half asleep. She's still in a daze.
いいからおとなしくしてろ。すぐにベッドに連れてくから。
先輩どうしたんですか？
部屋まで連れてく。言っとくけど暴れるなよ。俺だってこれ以上は自信がない。
Oops. I lift up Sakura in my arms and go out to the hallway.
先輩私抱っこされてますか？
This boy does not care. I must have surprised her. She clings onto my neck. I feel something soft on my chest, but I have to ignore it for now.
ああもう日課の鍛錬よりきついぞこれ。
Bro, cool it. It's a matter of speed now. I have to carry Sakura to her room before my reasoning disappears.
熱は37度ちょいか。なんだ、思ったより低かったな。
I don't know Celsius. I don't know what a normal temperature is. I put the medical thermometer down and look at Sakura.
すみませんなんか緊張してお風呂に入ったらのぼせたみたいです。
Sakura hides her face with the futon.
まあ引いちまったもんは仕方がない。この程度の風邪なら薬飲んで一晩寝てれば治るから、今夜はおとなしくしていること。椅子の上に水を置いておくから、できるだけ離れからは出ないようにな。外に出ると体を冷やすから。
I put another blanket over her, just in case, and turn the lights off.
じゃあな、明日の朝起こしに来るから、それまでゆっくりしてろ。
I pat her on her head and then start to walk to the door. Then, something pulls me back. I turn around to see that Sakura is holding my sleeve.
さくら、すまん、握られてると出られないんだが。
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the point. She must have been doing it unconsciously, since she jerks her hand away when she realizes it.
すみません先輩私熱でぼーっとしちゃっててそれで。
Sakura jumps up and tries to make an excuse. Even in the dark, I can tell that she's blushing furiously.
さくら、もしかして怖いのか？
はい知らないところで一人で眠るのは怖くて。
Her hair is hiding her face, so I can't see her expression. But right now, she seems just like the shy girl I met years ago.
そっか。初めて使う部屋で風邪っ引きってのも不安だよな。
I sit down on the floor. I lay my back against her bed. It's for the best, because I don't think I can face Sakura right now.
先輩
もうちょいここにいる。しばらくすればさくらも部屋になれるだろうし、さくらが寝ついたら出ていくよ。正直言うとさくらが無理しないか心配だしな。あと30分は監視してるからおとなしく横になってろ。
I raise my hand and flutter it.
はいそれじゃあもうちょっとだけお付き合いくださいね先輩。
Feel a slight movement of air. Must be Sakura pulling up her blanket. Glad I can help Sakura like this. This is nothing compared to what she has done for me. The sound of the clock ticking echoes through the dark room. I don't know if it's because I have my back to her or because I saw her sad face, but the emotions that assailed me when I carried Sakura have disappeared. I'm able to calmly stare at the clock. And after a long period of silence,
先輩起きてます？
that we are, a gentle voice lights up the darkness.
うん。
The boy said, Must have been good enough.
はい今日はありがとうございました。
And Sakura falls asleep peacefully. We dipskied. The lights go out. It's 11 o'clock and the town is going to sleep.
では竜道寺にマスターがいると。
Oh, we finna beat the brakes off some people, huh?
遠坂の話じゃな。厄介な相手だから手は出すなと言ってたけど、拉致の昏睡事件はそいつの仕業らしい。その真偽は定かじゃないけど、どっちみち確かめなくちゃいけないだろう。
そうですね。確かに竜道寺に至る霊脈に作為的なものを感じます。
どうしたセイバー、乗り気じゃないのか。
はい。あの山はサーバントにとって鬼門です。軽はずみな進行は避けたい。
じゃあ今夜は巡回にとどめて、竜道寺はもう少し情報を得てから探りを入れるか。確かに相手がどのサーバントのマスターかも知らないうちに攻め込むのは無謀だし。
いいえ、その必要はありません。竜道寺に今日構えるようなマスターならば、おいそれと正体を明かさないでしょう。早々に決着をつけるのならば、正面から力で打ち破るのみです。
Are we assaulting it already then? Dang, Saber's determined. She must believe we have a chance. Either way, if the master of the temple is responsible for all the recent coma victims, we have to do something.
よし、竜道寺に行こう。けどセイバー、今回の目的はあくまで調査だからな。相手のマスターの正体とどのサーバントを連れているかが分かったら一旦引こう。情けないが、俺にはセイバーの援護ができない。その分慎重に行きたいんだ。
Oops. I can't allow Saber to get hurt, just like the fight with Berserker. If I can't help her directly, I have to protect her in some other way.
わかりました。最終的な判断はシローに委ねます。戦闘か退却かはあなたが決めてください。
それはそれで嬉しいんだが怖いな。万一倒せる相手が出てきても臆病風に吹かれて逃げ出しかねないぞ俺。
なるほど。そういった場合も考えられますね。シローは戦闘経験が少ないですから。
ああ、そればっかりは事実だからな。自分から地雷原に突っ込むような真似は避けたいし、そういう時は注意してくれると助かる。
はい。ではシローが判断を誤った時は私から忠告を。もちろんそれではシローのためになりませんから、シローの判断が間違えていた場合、何らかのペナルティを負ってもらうことにしましょうか。
Pose a penalty?
何らかのペナルティって具体的に言うとどんなさ。
Probably beat us up.
さあ、それを口にしてはつまらない。
Oh god.
数少ない楽しみですから、私だけの秘密としましょう。
That's terrifying. That joke isn't very Saber-like. It must be Fujini's influence. I really do hope it's just a joke.
しかしシロー、私たちはともかくさくらは大丈夫なのですか。
ああ、俺もそう思ったんだけど、熱を測ってみたら大したことなかった。とりあえず一晩ゆっくり休んでもらって様子を見る。
そうですか。では迷いなく戦いに赴けますね。
I nod and look at the outbuilding. Sakura's room is on the second floor. I have to leave without her noticing, and I have to come back as if nothing has happened.
行くぞセイバー。ここからはマスターとしての時間だ。他のことは考えない。
She's gonna find out eventually. Do we keep going? Or do we end it here? Our episode's already pretty long. I leave with Saber at my side. High overhead, clouds pass before the moon, and the darkness deepens. The wind is blowing the overhead clouds. Lit by fading moonlight, we start running toward enemy territory. An interlude? What the heck's going on here? I want to call the episode here. I think this is fine, honestly. Not where I'd normally want to stop, but we've already gone a while. I got some stuff I gotta get done today. So, we will go ahead and wrap it up here then. I thought this was a really good episode. There was a lot going on here. I mean, we had... what all happened? Alright. We started, what? Here? Okay, so first of all, we decided to patrol the town, and we met Shinji, and fought him, and defeated him pretty handily. Pretty quick, too. And he appears to be out of commission. I guess Ryder's no longer a threat. I'm pretty positive we defeated Ryder. I mean, she did vanish. So it seems like Ryder's gone. I guess maybe I was wrong. I thought she was going to be way more important in this route, honestly. But I guess I might be wrong about that. Unless it's revealed she's not really dead or something. And seems like, I guess we're not getting more about Ryder. But obviously, defeating Shinji, he was not very happy with that. And he had to take it out, or he took it out on Sakura, right? And I mean, punched her in the face, it would seem. Bruise on her cheek. So we've taken Sakura in, which I mean is I think the right thing to do in that spot. And she's been acting kind of funny since then. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just nervousness being where she is. Maybe it's something else that is like much more relevant story-wise, but we'll see. We also had the talk with Kotomine, which was really interesting. Just a lot more like mindless chit chat with him. I didn't really expect to talk to Kotomine this much during this route. Not that I mind. Makes sense that he would be of the opinion that everybody's wish is valid, and that everybody has the right to fight for the Holy Grail. We also had the interaction with Tosaka in the at the school, and that was a nice fun scene. We also had the interactions with Ilya, and I kind of talked about it, just my opinions regarding Ilya. I really like Ilya's character. I like a lot of the characters in Fate, really. I mean, I like Shiro a lot, I like Tosaka a lot, I like I like Saber a lot. I like Sakura a good amount so far. She hasn't had nearly as much development as the other characters, but I can see a good amount of potential. I like Ilya a lot. But there aren't many characters that I like. There's a lot of characters that I really like, but Ilya is definitely one of them. Fate has a lot of really strong characters, I think. That's definitely one of its strengths. But a lot of those scenes with Ilya, they're just kind of heartbreaking, even when they don't mean to be. Or even when, like, in the moment, like, it's not like somebody's dying or something. It's just kind of casual interactions with her. And they're just so heartbreaking to me. And, you know, obviously, like I said, Sakura's at our house now. She's acting weird, fell asleep in the bath, hit the wall. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something more than just like nervousness, but we'll see what it is. I don't know. We had Ilya. I mean, I'm just kind of reminded of when Ilya was starting to get like really sick, right? Because she was able, like, she had the Holy Grail within her, right? Was able to summon it. And I'm thinking back to that conversation in the basement, and I feel like I remember them saying something about that, and that's why I thought it was Ilya. Like, what if it's the same with Sakura, and that's why she's getting progressively like more clumsy and like sick as the Holy Grail War goes on? I don't know. It's possible. It is possible. So a lot of fun scenes, but a lot to digest in this episode, I think. And I'm still really excited to keep moving forward. I hate that I had to end it here, but like I said, I'm busy. I gotta get school stuff done. I wanted to get an episode in today, though. But that'll be all. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to more. The next episode should be coming out soon. I'd like to get the next episode out a little faster than I got this one out. I think this one is a 4-day wait. I'd like to knock that down to 2 or 3. But it's better than last week where it was 9, right? See if we can get it back to like 2 or 3 days per video. But anyway, that'll be all. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next episode whenever it comes out. Peace.